Esoteric Order Roleplayers present Ryuutama with David Schimpf as the Game Master.
Pre-generated characters.
Right.
We have a healer.
No, I don't want that because it's got a spell book.
We have an artisan.
Okay.
We have a
Artisan.
merchant.
Merchant. Okay.
We have a minstrel and a hunter.
I'll be a hunter.
Okay.
You're gonna be the minstrel.
Yeah? Alright.
Because you like playing bards.
Extra lie.
Do you not want
the
to
healer? Somebody's got to be the healer and use the spell book.
Is that mandatory?
Complicated.
Yes, the healer is the magic type which comes with the spells.
Alright, I'll take the healer.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Yeah. I was thinking about it.
Okay. It's going to be reading.
You're reading it well.
Yes.
Alright.
Well, we're still waiting.
Okay, I'm high in dex and low in spirit.
Oh. Wait, let me see here. I'm high in strength, and that's it.
I can trap, craft, and repair.
You're an artisan?
I am, and with that, which is crafting. You know that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
I've got a spell called Cure Plus Plus.
Excellent.
Well, that's good.
The next page will explain what Cure Touch is.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, nice preparation.
Thank you, yeah.
Oh, of course.
Laid off.
Yeah.
You had this in your back pocket, didn't you? I mean, not literally the spell book, but you're ready to run this.
I had I had those mini books just laying around my apartment. So
Wow.
yeah, I started
together.
throwing stuff together late yesterday.
Oh, after you were like, I'm
Extra
not going to
GMing
do the
points for
other
that.
thing. So I'm thinking hunter,
You're the hunter? Okay.
yeah, animal tracking, trapping, and hunting.
And is Renae joining us today?
She should be. I haven't heard from her.
So
She was posting on Facebook this morning.
Yeah.
she
Tells us
was
nothing.
alive in the morning.
She was alive, we know that much. Usually she texts me if she's going to be late.
Yeah. So she's probably on
She's
her way.
probably right on
En
the
route.
sale right now.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so for your character generation that you have to do, to make these characters specifically yours,
Right.
you'll notice that I've left your character name empty,
Yes.
along with your gender and age,
Okay.
which have no bearing at all mechanically,
Excellent.
but just sort of
Oh my god!
it comes back.
Have a kiwi or mango or something.
Oh my god.
They're still there. They're like
damage.
the everlasting gobstoppers.
It's kind of like lurking.
As I was explaining a second ago, Renee, I've filled out most of it. The only thing that I haven't filled out is your character name, your gender, your age, and then you'll also notice a little bit further down where there is specialized weapons, specialized topography and weather, and personal item. I didn't fill out your topography or personal item.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure specialized weather topography doesn't actually factor into this scenario, so we'll just ignore that.
Oh, okay.
Personal item, though, is a item that is very important to your character. Could be like a gift from someone. Could be something you found on your travelings. The main conceit behind Ryuutama is that it's very... Well, I mean, from all of my readings of it, Ryuutama is a very pastoral sort of... storytelling style game rather than action or any sort of swashbuckling focus. So really, it's about creating stories of your characters as they make their journey, and their journey is essentially for every character, for every person in Ryuutama, at some point in their life, they're expected to go off on a journey and experience the world for themselves. Occasionally, this only lasts for a little while. Occasionally, it lasts for their entire lives. But for their very first journey, it's socially accepted that you're going to do that. So when you go off on your journey, there will be someone to take care of your affairs at home for you. So it's a very ingrained, as I said, social construct.
It's like a walkabout.
Yes, or Roomspringa for
Okay.
for the Amish.
All right.
So yes, your personal item kind of says a little bit about you, and then of course there's a few other things for note.
Personal item could be anything?
Anything at all. They would prefer if it was not your personal weapon.
Right. Because you've already got a special
weapon.
Yeah.
Do you know that, I forgot the name of the big, thick calligraphy brushes that are made of bamboo and...
Yeah, this is sweet.
Oh yeah, that's the.
Those are nice.
Yeah, I'd like that too.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Even though I'm a minstrel, but
No, it doesn't specify what type of minstrel you are.
okay.
So we're all on the trinkets table in the 5th edition D&D Player's Handbook.
Oh.
Let's see. I got. That's not really a personal item. I rolled the exact same thing.
Cool.
That's what you get for rolling a d20 at this table.
That's a percentile, actually.
Oh, really? Then
I rolled 84 twice in a row.
My God.
Really?
Yep.
Should we turn the lights off? Have the lights on or off?
You can turn them off.
Off.
I think it should be okay. Yeah. A white sequined glove sized for a human.
Okay.
White sequined glove.
Yes,
One? Like
just
Michael
one.
Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Oh, but you're a healer, so that could be like a special
You
healer.
have his missing glove.
Could be.
You have the other glove.
I have the other glove.
The other glove,
That's where the glove.
We're choosing our personal item.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay,
there's
what do we
things to
roll?
fill in here. There's a character name,
Oh, right.
gender and age, which don't matter.
Okay.
Personal item.
Okay, do I
Don't worry
roll
about your
something for
specialist.
it?
No, you can just pick something. I'm just being lazy.
What do you mean lazy?
He's rolling randomly on the table.
I'm just consulting the oracle here.
I want to do that.
Ah, here, this is better. A fan that, when unfolded, shows a sleeping cat.
Is that what you want your personal item to be?
That's what I'm gonna go with.
Adorable.
All right.
I want.
Oh,
Open
you're
up
gonna roll. All right, percentile.
16.
Okay. An old divination card bearing your likeness.
Oh, I'm a hunter though.
Yeah.
That makes it even odder.
Yes, it
Okay.
does.
It's even richer, heighten the
Alright,
contradiction.
yeah, no, I agree. That's a good idea. So, divination card bearing my image.
That is a sweet table. Can I have a roll?
Oh, sure, go for it.
Okay. 8.
Okay. Ooh. What did you go with? Your class?
I'm an artisan.
Interesting. Well, this fits then. A small idol depicting a nightmarish creature that gives you unsettling dreams when you sleep near it.
Excellent.
Oh, God.
All right.
That sounds cool.
Uh-huh.
I like that.
And Renae, you're going with a scrubby brush.
Well, let's see what the.
See what the dice of.
A scrubby brush that when you sleep next to it gives you unsettling dreams.
Right.
So, like a regular scrubby brush.
Yes.
So 2d6.
Percentile.
Oh,
The old Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm.
so oops.
Percentile, so you get this. And
Yeah. Ah, okay.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
52.
No, I know.
That was a joke, son.
Long
All right.
day weekend.
Oh my god.
Oh.
2 toy soldiers, one with a missing head.
Oh. Interesting.
Interesting.
I re-rolled like 3 times.
Yeah,
so
re-roll.
Feel
Like,
free to re-roll.
Pick the one. No, just kidding.
Let's see. 42.
A rank insignia from a lost legionnaire.
One more.
Yeah.
All right, 3 times the charm.
32. They all ended with 2. That's weird.
That is weird.
A knife that belonged to a relative.
Okay, that might be
What are you?
useful.
What are you playing? A merchant?
Minstrel.
Or minstrel. Oh,
I like that.
Oh, that
Is
is
it to for my what is the name of the little guitar?
lute. A lute.
No, it's a Japanese.
Shamisen?
Shamisen. Thank you. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And I need to
Use
make
it to
a
pluck.
new, yeah.
Oh, and
I
use
need
it.
to make new strings.
Yeah.
New strings,
There you
yeah.
go.
Mhm.
Totally.
Yeah, it neednn't be a combat knife either. It could be like a
Right.
kitchen knife or a
Yeah.
whittling knife.
Yeah.
You know?
Could be a paring knife, yeah.
Very nice.
Sharp, pointy.
Character name.
A little dull butter knife.
There you go.
Oh, I'm doing the healer.
All right, so Jen's got a small nightmarish idol.
That's right.
Yes, that's right. And her character does as well.
He's gunning for everyone. All bets are off. He's full of
Full of vim and vigor.
yeah. Anyway, do you
Alright.
want tea or anything? Are you good for now? You have you're set. You're set. You have brought your drinks. You're good. We're good.
Thanks.
Do you want some tea?
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm gonna stick with water for now to,
Yeah.
Mitigate the.
yeah, it's almost gone.
Oh God! Wow.
Jeez.
Some staying power. Yeah, these are amazing. They're coated in like super sour something, and then they have like different layers.
Well, I had it back to back too.
Yeah.
The first one wasn't even dissolved when I
Yeah.
started on this.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I wouldn't have forced the issue if
Oh yeah, like I was saying, they're from Nobel, and so on the package, it's just got a picture of somebody with their eyes bugging out of their head, and then a cartoon bubble next to them says, "Oh, Nobel."
Oh my.
it's a known thing.
Yeah, barely.
It's a problem.
So,
Lawsuits. Yes.
has anyone chosen character names yet?
I'm trying to think of one right
What,
now.
I mean, is there?
It definitely doesn't have to be Japanese character names. You're going to be
Yeah.
encountering people with English names,
Okay, it's just all over the place.
Middle Eastern names. Yeah, it's just all over.
Oh, I had a great name.
I had a funny student named Kyuko, so I'm gonna give it that.
Kyuko?
Kyuko, yeah.
All right, I'm
Okay.
it down. Minstrel Kyuko.
Oh yeah, but I'm a male. I'm a male character.
And
My
just-
character name is Cezanne Moriarty.
Cezanne Moriarty.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Another Gilmore Girls reference.
Two last names. Just come from a rich family.
Yeah.
We're wealthy hunters.
Renae, is Kyoko a girl?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it relevant? Because I don't know.
Just so that I can.
Oh no.
Okay.
If you would prefer to remain gender neutral, that is also fine. I shall use the impersonal pronoun they.
That actually
All
is
right,
perfect.
let's do that. I don't want to pick.
Or
Okay.
Zay.
Zay, yeah.
Zay.
That's old school.
Z.
That's when you were weird in the 70s.
Yeah.
Right.
Zay.
Yeah.
Zay, yeah.
All right. And of course, it is a very common Japanese popular trope for there to be an ambiguously gendered character in.
That's me.
That's true.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. David, boy or girl?
Boy or girl?
Or girl.
Boy or girl or cat person? I mean,
Or a fox person. Or a bear person.
Healer?
Or Tanuki.
No.
the giant nuts. Yep.
Yeah, I'll just bounce around on my ball sack.
Oh. It can't be comfortable.
Oh yeah, let's see. That's a toss up between a kitsune.
Really? Are you
and-
serious?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
You want to be like,
cool.
what's his name? What's his name? Merlin.
Oh, in Onmyoji?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Little foxy.
Yeah.
Or I thought it'd be funny to have a healer who's like a little kid,
Oh.
and so then
neat.
and I don't know,
Creepy little kid.
creepy little kid. So probably a little girl, just for maximum creepiness.
Sounds good.
I think I'll go with that.
Thanks for the maximum creep factor.
Cool.
Here's a little
Let's see. What's the name of that little girl in the Japanese urban legends that she lives in the toilet and she drags you in and drowns you?
Yeah.
We don't need that.
We don't need that.
need a toilet girl.
It's like
We already have black widows lurking under toilet seats out here. We don't
it's like
need.
Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, there have been 2 pets with plague
I know. I saw the article.
this last week. It's not even seasoned.
Let's hear him.
Oh my god.
Out on the trail.
Oh, I
Yeah.
Be careful.
nailed it. It is Hanukkah. Nice.
I think of that too. Okay, that's creepy.
All right.
All right.
Here's the goodness.
All right, my name
All right.
is.
Well, I'll go with Hanukkah.
Oh.
Oh, spicy. Holy shit.
Do you overspice it?
No, the edamame.
The edamames are
Oh, nice.
a little on the hot side. You want some?
Holy shit!
Yeah, might as well just.
It's going on my nose right now.
Whoa! It's like eating pure wasabi.
All right.
Yes.
We're gonna just spend time eating things and making each other laugh.
Yeah. Exactly.
What could be better?
Yeah.
No, that's
All right, my
me.
character name is Zesty.
Zest.
Nice. Love it.
Oh shit.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I feel like you're winking at the camera and doing like the V sign when you say your name.
Zesty.
Okay. All right. So it takes care of names, genders, and favorite item. Now I need an image color. So like anyone familiar with Japanese anime knows that a lot of characters are indicated by like one specific color.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yes.
Like Sailor Moon or
Like Sailor Moon
Voltron
or any of the sailors or the
yeah.
yes or the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or hey, it's that dude with the blue hair as opposed to that dude with the red hair.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay.
So I'll need everyone to pick a color, and for that color to be different from everyone else's color.
Very well then.
I'm going with yellow.
Son of a bitch!
That's the one color I might have considered going with.
You two go first.
Well, now I don't know. So you go.
It's not like there's a bunch of colors to
I
choose
can't
from.
just pick
Here,
one.
how about?
Oh, I went with the bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna this green. Yeah.
All right, so that's
Green.
Green.
Okay.
Blue.
Blue.
I'm going with orange.
I thought you were gonna go with red.
All right.
Really?
No, orange.
Zesty blue.
Zesty blue.
Zesty blue. Oh, wow.
Cool ranch.
Uh-oh. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, Renae, is your male or female character?
Female.
Female.
Other colors you might have been able to choose. Now that I'm looking specifically, you have red, white, and a nice soft lavender color.
Red, white, and lavender.
No, orange. No, I'm kidding.
I have repurposed brown as orange.
Okay, that's
Or
fine. I was
rather
actually going to pick
amber
brown. I
as
was going to
orange.
pick that kind of.
Oh yeah.
You
It is a very good and serviceable color.
Pop a
Yes.
handful of those in your mouth.
are. No,
I did about like 3 or 4, and I was in a very happy
on the
place.
road to Wasabi Town.
Yep.
Transported.
It was a lovely area that I found myself in.
Was it David Bowie's area?
What? Indeed. So we have colors chosen out.
Yes.
Moving on to the next thing.
Orange.
Ah, yes. Hometown. What is your hometown, and what is it like?
Oh man,
We can go around the table.
I'm not starting.
All right, I'll start.
Thank you.
Okay.
We live in a seaside town, populated by mostly people who weave fishing nets.
Okay. And does your town have a name?
Stinking onion.
Oh, yes. It's perfect. All right. Renae.
My city's name is Kasugai,
Kasugai.
and they are famous for their kiwi fruit.
Right.
You're in it to win it.
Famous fruit.
Oh my god, these are so spicy.
Sweet Jesus.
Keep me straight. Okay.
Jesus being an edamame.
Yeah. So Cezanne is from Orange Town.
Okay.
That would be the Japanese the English translation of the Japanese
Sure. Orange Town.
Orange Town. And it is actually a farming village, so there's a pretty large expanse of woods, but there's a lot of agriculture going on. So that's where I'm from.
All right.
Okay. And I am actually from a temple. You know, the healers' main temple, the Mount Cloudtop Temple.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good times. Did you dry yourself?
No, it's,
No.
Take a look at that snout.
Oh, wow.
You get a load of that snout.
Yeah,
Nice. Oh my god, you guys are horrible.
Whoa.
It's an intense snout.
Yeah, that just sets you there, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. You're there.
And you're there.
And yeah, you have
Are we
arrived.
humans?
Yeah.
We are?
Do we have to be?
Oh.
You don't have to be.
Alright.
All right. Well,
I mean-
got a massive snout.
You do.
See,
You snoot.
I mean, you can be like a kind of looks like a kappa.
Okay. Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Your brain will have to be exposed on the top of your head.
No. No.
Yeah.
Wrong.
It's going like rodent type.
Basically be sort of like a turtle demon.
Yeah.
God, those are scary.
You are a kaiju.
Those are really scary.
Don't worry, you can scare them off by farting at them.
It's going to take some doing.
I can't do it if you're watching.
It's sad because that's all they do.
Yes, they like to watch.
Oh my. All right, so yes, you all find yourselves on your respective journeys, making your way towards the town of Iffa. Explaining how Ryuutama works, it is split usually 50-50 or slightly more, 60-40, between actual traveling, like the day-to-day necessities of travel, as well as arriving at various destinations and just sort of sightseeing, you might say.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, a goodly portion of this will be making things called travel checks and creating narratives from that.
Okay.
So you find yourselves in the grasslands, in the middle of this continent that you are all staying in, and making your way towards the town of Iffa, which is at a crossroads between 4 large cities. Therefore, it is a significant market town. So you might be heading there to buy something that can only be purchased there, or it can be purchased there from one of the 4 cities surrounding it for a cheaper price than traveling to those other respective places.
Okay.
So it is a bright and beautiful day as you walk along a wide green grassland. Here and there, trees dot the landscape. It is a great day to be traveling. So, as you guys are all walking along, why don't you just go around the table, explain your reason behind your journey, like why you're wanting to, why you're traveling, why you've decided to make this pilgrimage at this point in your lives. So who wants to start?
I'll go. Since I'm the easiest. Since I am coming from a healer's temple, I am literally on a pilgrimage.
Indeed.
I am bound for the capital, where there is a sacred relic that I would like to see in person and pray to in order to get some good juju.
All right. So praying to a holy relic in the town of Iffa.
Yep.
Okay. And
Oh.
There she is.
Hey!
You're here early.
All right.
welcome.
Does everyone else already chosen like their names, ages,
Yeah.
special items,
Yeah.
things like that? Can I hear them? What everyone else?
Yeah. Sure. Let's go around the table and
I can get an idea of like what's sort of.
Yeah.
take Jade off the spot.
Yes. Just a bit.
Shall I go?
Yeah.
I got my
My
mouth
name is
full.
Zesty.
Nice.
My color is blue. I come from the town of Stinking Onion, which is on a seaside, and we made nets all day long. I'm an artisan.
Artisan net maker?
Artisan net maker.
Nice.
You never had a net like Zesty's.
You only need one.
Zesty net.
You're starving because you sell one net to one person.
There's no plan obsolescence.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's why I'm on the road.
Yeah. Well, hey.
Business model sucks.
You want to go?
Sure. I'm playing Hanako. I'm a 7-year-old girl. And I'm a healer from the monastery of Mount Cloudtop. And I am on a pilgrimage for a holy relic. Oh, and my special item is a fan that when you unfold it has a cat on it.
What's your special item?
It's a little idol that gives people nightmares.
I bet you brought it up from the sea, didn't you?
Probably with a net.
It came up, yeah. That net will catch anything.
Goddamn right.
I can't seem to throw it away.
Coming right back into my book. My character's name is Cezanne Moriarty. I am a 25-year-old male hunter. I come from the English translation of the Japanese word for Orange Town, which is an agriculture, woods bordered area. I'm on this. I actually don't realize that I'm on a pilgrimage or quest. I'm just traveling. So I'm thinking that whatever I end up learning will be very significant for me in my life, but I have no idea what's going on right
You're
now.
just going where the winds blow you.
All right.
That's why I'm going to Iffa Town.
Yeah.
My name is Kyoko. I'm from Kasugai, which specializes in kiwi fruit. I'm a 65-year-old shamisen player, and I always wanted to travel, but started having kids, then grandkids, then great-grandkids. Did I mention I'm 65?
Yeah, okay.
But now the youngest one is old enough to take care of himself, so now I'm traveling. Wow. I have a little character.
Oh!
I was admiring that.
That's so perfect.
I feel so unprepared.
Don't worry, that was us about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
We're
we're
going to
like,
do it fast.
Zesty, did you figure out why you're traveling?
No, I have not figured out why.
No worries.
I thought expanding your market made sense.
Yeah.
That
If
does
you've
make
sold a
sense.
net to everyone in your town and they never need another net, you'll have to go somewhere
Then
else.
you'd have to travel. It's a traveling net show.
Yes,
Traveling net
I
sales.
will accept that.
To live, perchance to sell more nets.
There's the rub.
It's a naughty problem.
There's a snag.
Man.
He's horrible. He's evil.
I'll have another wasabi as my
Yeah, that's what you get for that. Punish yourself right now.
So along
Also,
with
these are very punishing too. These are very
Yeah,
sour.
beware.
Those are sour. They're crazy.
And these are
Well,
Very
I think you
wasabi.
ate the worst of them. The green ones aren't so bad, I don't think.
Oh yeah,
No, they are. They're
There's
it's like eating pure wasabi.
larger.
yeah, wasabi.
Prepare yourself.
Edamames. Of magnificence.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
And yeah, everyone go around and describe your personal item to Jade so that she can get a sort of sense.
Oh, yeah. I'm
So I have
sorry
my
about
fan
that.
with the cat.
Right. Mine's a divination card bearing my image for some reason.
But it's an old
But it's an old
card.
divination card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks just like
That
it.
looks like me for some
Yeah,
reason.
that's interesting.
Yeah. Thank you, Jen.
Mine is a decorative knife that I use for repairing my shamisen strings.
And mine's the idol.
The idol.
And so they got all of these personal
We
items by
cheated.
rolling randomly
Yeah,
on the
no.
Dungeons
Yeah,
and Dragons
Not
5th edition
think that.
Trinkets table.
So if you would like to do that as well, or if you have an idea for your own trinket,
Oh, come on. She has an idea.
Something's formulating.
Yep.
all right.
Waiting in there.
I'm working on. I figured to name them. You're coming up with names always.
Your hospitality is outrageous.
Oh, I try.
I use
I try to outrage.
I'm shocked and appalled.
I'm shocked and involved by your hospitality.
the horror.
Well, haven't you know? Anyway,
Okay.
thank you.
You got anything
Do you
yet?
have a name and everything?
No.
Okay, I was like, holy crap.
Well, let's progress along the road a little bit,
Yes.
and that'll give Jade a little
Yeah,
time out of the spotlight with which to think a little bit. So yes, you have all been traveling along these green grasslands. You're all traveling. You have found each other at the last city that you were in, and have made this this tenuous company of like-minded travelers. And so you're all sort of discussing the reasons why you've left your hometowns and are making your way towards the wonderful town whose name I've already
Iffa.
Iffa, yeah. So I'd like everyone to make me condition checks. Condition checks are made by rolling, I believe, your strength and your spirit. You'll notice on the very top right of your character sheet, that'll be your statistics. They're all measured in die types. Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
need more than d6s, don't you?
Yes, you do.
My apologies.
Oh, no problem.
I have D6s. Do people need any?
So you'll need 2d6, 1d8, and a d4.
D4.
Yeah.
I'll just make it. Oh, can I borrow one of your D6s?
Sure.
Does anyone need a D8? Or you...
Could have had a D8.
Should have had a
Yeah,
DA.
exactly.
Oh.
My fault.
No, you beat me to it. I'm about to say it. I am old.
2016, baby.
Ooh.
All right.
Go. It's the 90s.
Okay. Oh, so strength plus spirit.
Indeed. So you'll roll whatever die your strength is, and you'll roll whatever die your spirit is, and that will give you your condition.
Total?
Total. Yeah.
8.
8. All right. So under condition, which is a few rows underneath your statistics, there will be that little sliding scale that will remind you of a sanity meter. Feel free to circle your condition. You'll notice that the number 10 has a star underneath it.
Yes.
If you roll a 10 or better on your condition, one of your stats will increase by 1 die size for the rest of the day.
Damn!
Oh, that's
Wow.
cool.
However,
I missed it by 1.
if you fumble your condition check, which means that your
Double ones.
condition is double ones, you will take one of the injuries stated on the bottom right of your character sheet at a value of 4. Either poisoning, injury, muddled, or
High?
no.
Oh, shock. Tired.
Tired, I believe.
Tired, okay.
Yeah. And those will affect one of your stats if you roll double ones. But you will also get a fumble point, which is listed to the right of your condition.
Right.
Fumble points you can use to essentially give yourself a +1 to your next die roll if you spend it.
Great.
Yeah,
Cool.
indeed. So what did everyone get for their conditions?
I'm 6.
Also 6.
Excellent.
7,
7?
9 for me.
8. Yeah.
9 and 8. Okay, so a little bit hard getting out of your tent in the morning for some of you, but it's you don't feel under the weather at all. I think your healthiest member is Hanako, the little girl, who springs brightly
Yeah.
out
Kids,
of
I know.
out
I
of
was already
the
down by 6.
out of the
Yeah.
tent before reassuming her standard morose deadpan. Is that the?
Oh yes, you're right in there.
Yeah.
Really?
So, crack of dawn, Hanako disappears, but when you all sort of go around to the communal fire, she's just sort of sitting there with this just disinterested, look in her face.
Yeah.
Like,
But I do have 2 pink bows in my hair.
okay.
Yeah.
What was your color?
Yeah.
Pink?
Yellow.
Yellow, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. So yellow bows. We'll leave them yellow bows.
Yellow bows? Color.
Get that stuff.
Oh,
Oh, you can just
pick
write
one.
it down.
So you can pick
Yeah.
between red, white, sky blue, and lavender. I know it sort of limits your choices a little bit, but those are the only.
I love to have
Plenty good.
constraints. I want lavender.
All right, lavender it is.
Right.
I do have a spell here called Spring Magic. Anyone sleeping in the area immediately wakens and stands up.
Oh, yes, that's get up and stand up.
Yes, wake up and stand up. Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
Right.
Spring Magic is the category. I
Yep.
get it. Yeah, wake up and stand up. Yeah, I don't think I need to cast that though because it costs
We're all
magic
awake.
points. You're all up.
We're
Yeah.
awake.
Yep.
What else do
Indeed.
you want from us? So we get girl.
I am into waking people up though.
yeah.
Oh, well, that is indeed something that you'll want to focus on if you're ever assaulted at some sort of random point of the night by vicious monsters.
That's true. Very handy that way.
So I think since we're all together now, we can assign roles to the party.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
This is not something that is actually listed on your character sheets, but is suggested.
Okay.
So there are 4 roles to assign. The first role is leader. It's the person that keeps the party together. They have the last word on any discussion concerning the party, and they also keep track of initiative and turn order during battle.
Now you?
Nope, not me.
Not it.
Nope.
I would volunteer, but I don't know if my character is really a leader type.
I think you totally are.
Oh,
Like,
really? Okay.
Even though
Oh,
she's
cool.
like
Second
deadpan
one.
distant.
Yeah, no,
Shouldn't
she's
she
like
be
a
the
little
golden
girl,
child?
like the heart of the. Unless you said it. Well, let's hear what all the roles are.
So
let's go
the
for
second role is the mapper, the person that makes sure the party is on the right path to their destination. They are
Yeah,
responsible for the direction check of the traveling check phase and for keeping the map sheet up to date. We don't have a map sheet, so you're just in charge of the traveling check. A character with high intelligence is recommended.
That's not me.
That's
Well, that'd be me.
You're an 8.
intelligent.
I'm an 8.
Oh.
Alright, so it's either Jade or Renae.
Nope.
Okay.
Kyoko or we don't know yet.
Or yeah.
You might be more stoked to create your map since this is like your first time like getting out and about.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Like documenting your travels.
So Renee, would you like to be the mapper?
Sure.
All right. Mapper it is. All right. Third up is great. I lost my place again.
Yeah.
That wasn't
there's
just
not
me, right?
No.
You're not stroking out.
No. It's just weird.
Oh, here
I
we are.
blinked and I reopened my eyes and was like,
Oh no. Worst nightmare.
All right. Next up, we have the quartermaster. The person keeps track of the party's food and water and takes responsibility for buying necessary supplies for the trip.
go take me.
Keeping food and water in barrels and trunks is much easier than each PC holding their own. This person will be responsible for the ration sheet. Character with a pack animal is recommended. Since we're playing a very basic version of Ryuutama, did I give someone like the either the merchant or the farmer?
Well, Jen's got merchant.
Jen's got the merchant.
I'm artisan.
Oh, you're artisan. Oh, Jade's
Artisan.
got merchant. That's
Jade's
nice.
merchant.
I made
Plus, I
stuff
get
on
free
some.
animal owner as a class skill.
Indeed. So you would likely be the one to have the
My
pack
special item
animals.
is never emptying pot of ramen.
Oh, that's a
Nice.
beauty.
That is
That's a
very
good
nice.
one.
Okay. So you're never emptying.
Yeah, that's cool.
You're never emptying pot of ramen. Okay.
More of a curse than a blessing.
I mean, I love
Speaking of
ramen.
curses, what are you doing?
I hate myself. And
Oh no! No!
oh no!
Silly regret that decision. I made a huge mistake.
Huge mistake.
Oh god!
Looking for the thrills, Larkins.
Yep. Oh my god.
See where that's gonna get
Oh
you.
my god.
Well, since David is currently incapable of speaking, this sounds like the perfect time to talk about the last party role, which is the journal keeper. This is the person who keeps a detailed diary of events that happen in the game, as if through the eyes of their character. Another option is to have everyone in the party take
my
turns
God.
writing this diary, switching off every day or every few days, so you get a more interesting diary at the end of the journey.
I love that idea of a 7-year-old's version of what we're doing.
Oh, love that.
All right, sounds good.
Fun. Okay.
Day one. Oh God, how I
So are
miss
there
TV.
more? Are there less rules than there are players?
There are only
Okay.
4 roles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't have a leader now. Who's the leader?
Oh yeah, who's the leader?
Oh, cardinal sign. Why don't you step up?
What'd you call me?
Cardinal sign.
Yeah. All right.
Colonel Stritch.
All right. Fine.
All right, so Dez is the
I'm
leader.
the leader guy.
All right.
Suzanne Moriarty.
That's me.
I salute you.
Oh, thank you.
You are a hunter. You're like the most capable person
I am.
out here.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Yeah. I am. I mean, I have tracking
We don't
and
know.
trapping and hunting and my
Well, have
strength.
I got a net for you?
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'd love to. I've never really.
All you gotta do is rocks on the corners and there you go.
Totally.
It's the
Totally.
new 2016 model.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can big cats.
No, I could be
problem.
talked into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Super extra.
So then, sounds like we've got all of our roles established. Jade, since like I said, we're playing a very toned down version. You don't have to worry about keeping any sort of ration sheet because I didn't print that out. Really, just we'll all just be assuming that you have enough rations to travel. You're consuming them as you go between cities. So the only thing that you'll really need to do is when you make your way into a city is to meet up with merchants and stock up. And that'll be, part of your. You can actually do that with one of your roles, I think, with one of your abilities.
Really?
I'm a trader.
Indeed.
And well spoken.
Do you have a name yet?
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh.
I'm working on it. Okay. Probably working on it.
All right.
Well, let us know.
Yeah.
Indeed. So, all right, let us move on to. You've all made your condition checks. So, what do you guys talk about around your breakfast fire? About the, your hopes and plans for the day.
Well, little girl. What are your plans for the day?
Little girl.
Little
Exactly.
Plans for the day.
Because I don't. What's an Iffa town that you want
I
to?
just saw that I have a broadsword. That's hilarious. How far away are we from Iffa town? Are we arriving there?
You're a couple of days out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just keep walking to Iffa.
Yeah. Cool.
How about I play you a song?
Oh, that sounds good.
Yay!
All right.
Please. So
Sounds good. So yeah, you all have a nice, relaxing breakfast to the dulcet tones of Kyoko's shamisen.
I feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, refreshed.
Yeah, they all listen raptly. It seems like, much like your extended family did when you played for them.
oh great.
Oh, nice.
And so you guys strike your camp and prepare to head out. So, seeing as Renae, you are the mapper, I'll need you to make the travel check.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry, I'll need you to make the direction check, which is int plus int.
Int plus int. Mm-hmm. So just double it.
Yeah, so whatever your intelligence is, roll that twice and add them together.
Here we go. I have 1d8. I'll borrow another one. Thank you. Ta-da. Add them together. 9.
9, all right. That's enough to, in this gentle sunny weather, to successfully find the correct path. I mean, you guys are already on sort of this nice, relaxing dirt road that's stretching from horizon to horizon in these grasslands. So it's very easy to find which way you came from, which way you're going.
Okay.
So as you all step out onto the trail, I'll need everyone to make me travel checks. That's strength plus dex.
Okay. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, God.
10.
10, all right.
I got 3.
3, ooh.
Lead us on, brave hunter.
All right.
4.
No, it's.
Oh,
What do you got? Strength plus dex?
strength is 4.
Oh, you have a strength 4. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so David, you got a
10.
10. All right. So yeah, Hanako, showing her usual joie de vivre, despite the the maintained deadpan expression on her face.
She's just dedicated.
Yeah, she hefts her pack and starts making her way along the path.
Jeez.
Her
Broadsword
little,
attached, I guess.
Yeah.
Slung horizontally.
Her little pink
Yeah.
bows are just sort of.
They're yellow.
Yellow.
Or yeah, her little
She's
yellow
yellow.
bows are going up and down as she makes her way across. Des, you got a
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
But you're with us.
Still,
It's still pretty
Still
bad.
nonetheless.
All right.
you slept wrong last night.
Oh.
Yeah, it's something just doesn't feel right, and you just as soon as you finish breakfast, you're just sapped of a significant portion of your energy.
Really?
And I'm not reading this wrong. You half your current HP rounding down.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right.
Damn.
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jade. That's an 8. Okay, good. Yay for reading comprehension. So yes, Jade's character, who is
Tamari.
Damari?
Tamari.
Tamari, okay.
All right. Write it down.
Alright, Tamari falls into step. Tamari, are you a boy or a girl or a question mark?
A lady.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
How old are you?
No one can tell.
No one can tell.
Alright.
Oh, I love it.
Ambiguous age.
Every girl has to have a little bit of mystery around her.
Right.
So, yes, Tamari falls into step right behind Hanako. Very nice day to be traveling. Kyoko, you got a 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Kyoko. Despite the sunny weather of the day, you're sort of feeling your age, and just
Out of breath just putting my pack on.
Oh no.
it's strange. Like you're getting like the ache in your bones that usually precipitates some sort of nasty inclement weather, but sunny, not a cloud in the sky.
Weird.
Yeah,
Strange.
but you're just feeling the aches and pains of, and that's like the first thing that comes to your mind when you
Rainstorm. But
Yeah.
wait.
so half your current HP as well.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Zesty
6.
6. All right, 6 is exactly the target number you were going for. So you're take a little bit longer tying your bootlaces up, but you quickly catch up with the rest of the troop to no ill effect. So yeah, the rest of you are all traveling along the grasslands as you walk along the day. Thoughts turn to the town that you're heading to, Iffa. and you know that it's a big market town. Is there anything you guys are looking to buy there, perhaps?
Maybe there'll be some.
No, I was looking for a spiffy new ladle.
A ladle?
All right.
Maybe there'll be some liniment or something for me. 'Cause I'm not feeling. I need like a potion or something to give me a tonic or something to give me some strength back because I'm feeling really weak.
Okay.
How does magic work?
So magic works. Basically, you choose to cast a spell. You realize that you are not bound or gagged in any sort of manner, and have free motion of your body. So basically, you pick the spell, you read it from your spell book, you spend the MP required to cast it, and then it takes effect.
Okay. All right. So I don't have to roll anything?
You do not have to roll anything unless, like, the spell specifically says. I think for Cure ++ and Cure Touch, it does specify that you have to roll to determine the amount of hit points that the player recovers. But that's about it. For attack spells, those are a little different, but I don't think you have any attack spells.
No, just Chain Lightning and Meteor Swarm.
Ah, yes, of course. I forgot that I'd written those in there. It's just such a sharp departure from...
I know, it's jarring.
Yeah, it goes from wake up and stand up to cure touch and Cure ++ to Chain Lightning.
All right.
This little girl's creepy.
She's complicated.
Yeah. She just calls it Chain Lightning, but after she casts on you, you feel much better.
And recovery of magic points, is that every day or?
That is every day, provided you succeed at a camping check at the end of the day. Indeed. So we have Tamari going to Iffa for a ladle. Seisan is hoping for a tonic, or an ointment, or a liniment.
Yes.
How about Hanako and Kyoko and Zesty?
I'm going for new net plans.
New net plans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Innovations in net technology.
patterns.
Check out
cool.
the net district, right?
Check out some of your net competitions. I see.
It's a whole world.
I see.
Oh,
Wow.
fascinating.
It really is.
It is.
Okay.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. I'm listening. From all the way back here.
And I'm imagining there's quite a market growing for like designer nets with custom weaves.
That's right. You'll know them by the net.
Right. That's the motto.
Yeah, I'm
As a
picturing,
logo.
your subscription to Net Monthly. And the cover, this issue, we talk synthetics.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Maybe a new shamisen case.
Oh, okay.
'Cause, my poor old shoulders are getting a little bruised there. With that.
Something a bit more ergonomic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize traveling can take such a toll.
Yeah.
And all I want is to find this shrine that I...
That's right.
Okay. Find the shrine.
Business.
Yeah, all business.
All right. Well, as you guys are walking along, it's been pretty lonely with just the 5 of you traveling the whole day. As it's getting towards sunset, you see a shadow coming up behind you, actually, on the road.
Quick question. Would we have stopped for lunch?
You would have stopped for lunch.
Oh, good.
At our lunch break,
I'm going to go around to all the old people I see who are suffering from a little bit out on the
I'm
trail.
25.
Yeah, you're old. And just kind of give you a shoulder rub.
Okay.
Without even asking, I'll just come up behind you and start giving you a shoulder rub.
Okay.
That's nice.
She says, she's like, oh.
Yeah.
All right.
So, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go to Saison. So you get back 9 hit points.
Whoa.
Yeah. So Seisan, you're just sort of you're just sort of munching on whatever you're having for lunch when all of a sudden Hanako is right behind you with the sword.
Yep.
And just hands on shoulders, and all of a sudden you just feel the spryness come back.
Much better.
Yeah.
Thank you, little girl.
And then Hugo, 11 points.
Oh.
Wow.
Pretty
I feel
amazing.
young again.
Yeah. Very similar. Your bones warm up as it feels like, and you feel like a a spry lass of 48.
20 years younger.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I won't really respond, but I'll just go sit on a log and eat my rice.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. So yeah, cut to a few hours later as everyone is enjoying their newfound mobility. Yes. And there is a single traveler that is catching up your back path.
Okay. Well,
Shadow.
I'm kind of leading from the back, so
Okay.
I'm like, what?
Go on.
Anyway, I'm behind everybody just so that I can keep an eye on everyone, so I can know if someone's coming up behind us.
Okay. So indeed, you notice this traveler well before the rest of the group, and they just sort of seem to be walking along. They're walking a little bit faster because they don't have so many people with them.
Right.
But you see, after a little while, it's a younger man. Probably about 17, 18.
Okay.
And he is he's barely even watching where he's going. He's just staring straight up for most of his traveling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so I look up in the sky.
Not even a cloud.
Okay. Huh,
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
Sorry. Hi. Did I bump into you? I do that all
No,
the time.
but you're just being really weird.
Sorry. My name's Joshua. Yes. Do you think it's gonna rain tomorrow too?
Okay, so I look up.
It's clear.
It's totally clear.
I am so sure that it is gonna rain really heavily tomorrow. So
Okay,
just
what are you worried about? Do you have... I mean, we're going to get to the town soon, so you'll have shelter from the rain.
well, that's still after walking around tomorrow. I mean, we would still need to. I still have that whole extra day, and it's just going to be. I gotta.
Well, we have some lean-tos and tents and things, so you can shelter with us if you need to.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Yes.
Okay.
Sure. That sounds like it'd be great. Did I introduce myself? My name's
Yes,
Joshua.
You said you're Joshua. Kid.
Yes. It's nice to meet all of you. It's good. It's good to meet you. And he straightens his glasses and sort of brushes a little bit of imaginary travel dust off of his blue robes, and continuously just sort of you find him just always looking up whenever you're turning to say anything to him. But he'll join you in when you guys make camp. So.
All right, so I'm gonna tell Kyoko that Joshua thinks it's gonna rain, and I know you said you were feeling pretty achy, like it was gonna rain.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just maybe you should talk to him about it. I don't know, but he seems too young to have kind of
The rheumatoid.
Bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe your bones are telling you something.
Yeah. They're never wrong, or haven't been so far.
So we should probably brace ourselves for some bad weather then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've always found that the older generation is very good at predicting inclement weather, as it were.
I like you, young man.
It's very, very nice to meet you as well. It's as I said, it was getting close to sundown as he was approaching you guys, and it seems like a good enough time to find a place to set up for the evening. So I'll need one person to make a camping check. That is a dexterity plus intelligence roll, and if they'd like, one other person can assist.
Who has the highest? I have 6 and 6.
That's 4 and 8.
I have 8 and 6.
Oh, 6 and 8.
I'm out.
So you two, yeah.
The two of us? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So whoever is maining it will roll Dex plus Intelligence versus 6. Whoever is assisting will roll it versus 5.
8.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay, and I'll assist
Okay.
with 7.
All right. So 8 becomes 9, which gives you guys a good success.
Yay!
All right.
Very well done. So
Good job.
you managed to find a good spot to start setting up. It's a little bit. It's a little bit protected from the winds that constantly sort of blow through the grasslands, and you have like a little shelter between a couple of hills.
Okay.
And so yes, at the just everyone can take a note that at the start of the next day, every character's hit points is doubled up to their max, and MP is fully restored because you have found a good.
Could I play a song?
Absolutely.
Yay.
And would that give allies +1 on their next roll?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That was lovely.
Yeah.
You're really enjoying the simplicity of your composition.
Less is more.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Actually, I have some shamisen music on here.
Do you?
Alright,
I wouldn't be surprised.
keep going.
Okay. Indeed. So yes, as you guys are just sort of tucking into your tent in the night with the sound of the 3 notes of the shamisen just sort of repeating, through your head, sort of like row your boat style. So they're overlapping and repeating and overlapping and turning into this very very nice lullaby. You all find yourselves drifting off to sleep as the winds sort of pick up around your sheltered spot.
Oh.
Wait a minute. The wind's picking up.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Where's Joshua? Is Joshua safely in the tent?
Where's
Joshua is safely in a tent.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah. Indeed, he has his own, and he bids you all a very stuttering and tenuous good night
Awkward good night.
before
All right.
before
Okay.
turning in.
I like that kid.
Yeah, he seems pretty good.
Yeah. So yes, you all sleep very soundly until the following morning, where you all wake to the sound of a heavy downpour
Oh.
Ooh,
against
I love those kind of mornings.
against the top side of your tent flaps. It's the pleasantness of the sound is shortly counteracted by the small stream/rivulets of rainwater that is running right through the middle of your
Right.
tent.
It's happening.
Misery. yes, it's a real thing.
If you're downhill,
Yeah.
Indeed. So yes, I'll need everyone to wake up and make condition checks
All right.
this morning.
so magic points are back.
Magic points are
and-
back. Hit points should be at full unless you lost. Well, hit points should be at full because of the healing that took place yesterday compounded with the good
I
rest.
made a 10.
All right, what was the
10?
condition check
Okay.
again?
Strength and spirit.
I'll write that down.
All right, so Des, you got a 10. So yeah, if you got a 10, feel free to circle 10, and for the rest of the day, one of your stats is increased by a die type.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Okay.
5.
Not doing good.
5.
All right. So I'm gonna jump out of bed. I'm gonna start packing up my pack really quick.
Ooh, 10.
10. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help Kyoko.
Again, you can circle 10, and one of your stats is increased by a die type for the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna help Kyoko get her
Oh, thank you.
her tent her tent together,
Okay.
and then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go to Hanako, see what you're doing.
Sounds good. So it seems like you're one of the first out of your tents, and the first thing that you notice is that in the night or very very early in the morning, it appears that Joshua has struck his tent and made his way forward.
Okay.
Obsessive child.
Because you're so sprightly today and noticing more than usual, you realize that where he set up his tent is basically right in the path of one of the new streamlets. So he probably got inundated
Part
with
of
water
it, yeah.
hours before you guys were.
Oh no,
Oh, jeez.
that kid
Wow,
Yeah.
seems
he
to
even had a
have
notion that it was
he
going
had
to
bad
rain.
luck.
Yeah.
Bad luck.
He just a misfortunate kid.
Idiot.
So yes,
What?
Who said that?
Nothing.
Said that,
Nobody.
yeah.
indeed. And as you're all striking your tents and preparing for the day and eating a cold breakfast because there's just no way to get a fire started in this downpour, you realize that you're probably not going to find, or probably not going to make very much headway at all traveling today. And with your tent soaked, you can't even take shelter from the rain
We
very well
can't
in
even-
those.
Oh,
So
what are
it
we
seems
gonna
like you
do?
guys need to find some sort of shelter.
Yeah.
So you guys can make me intelligence plus spirit rolls.
Okay. I boosted my intelligence by 1.
Indeed, and because of the music that was playing last night. Oh wait, no, that was for your condition checks. So
Okay.
yeah.
I got a 13.
Wow.
Whoa.
Great. That's good.
Was that? What did you?
You
What,
said intelligence plus spirit, right?
yeah. What was on your dice?
An 8 for intelligence out of 8, and then a 5 out of 6 for spirit.
Ah, you almost critted. Not to worry. A 13 is still a fantastic success. In which case, you all sort of start making your way towards a local copse of trees that looks like they might provide a modicum of shelter. On the other hand, Tamari notices that beyond those, atop like this little rise, is a substantially sized tree that's whose interlocking foliage seems to be providing a significant break from the downpour.
Is there any thunder or lightning?
It doesn't seem like there's any thunder or lightning. Just this constant stream
Water.
of
Okay.
water.
Okay.
It appears that the rain dragons and the cloud dragons are out frolicking today.
Okay. All right. Wow, that tree's amazing.
Good luck, eh?
Very good luck.
Excellent. Should we pitch our tents here then? Can we do that?
There are some low-hanging branches where you can even where you can dry the canvases of your tents. Yeah.
Nice.
Indeed. And so yeah, as you're approaching the large tree, you notice a diminutive figure sort of rooting around in the high grass around the base of it. And when it notices you, it just sort of scampers around the far side of the trunk of the tree and appears to be hiding from you.
All right.
It's human? Like a little human person?
No, it's furry, but it's humanoid.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's my donkey reacting?
Your donkey sort of stares at it like it's some new and unusual sort of child. How does your donkey like kids?
On a scale of what to what?
On a scale of
Inviting them to.
yeah,
No,
on,
I meant like 1 to 10 or like.
on a scale of 1 to 10, sure.
Quantifiable.
1.
Oh, 1. Okay, so yeah, your donkey is like stamping
That
its
was a rescue.
yeah.
Oh.
Its forehoofs and just like looking like it's preparing to spit like a camel, which is only intricate saves for the most reviled of children.
Yeah.
I will chain lightning that donkey if it gets too close to me.
Oh.
You seem to understand that you're an old soul.
Okay.
Need personal space.
Sometimes it
Scale of
forgets,
1
but
to
today
10,
is not that day.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much it likes you? You got a 6.
Hey, better.
Wow.
After you.
You're quiet.
I still don't like it.
Yeah. So yeah, this this figure is sort of huddling on the far side of the tree and sort of poking out its head to look at you on occasion, but seems reluctant to leave the area for potentially obvious reasons.
All right. Well, I have animal tracking and trapping,
Oh my god.
so I'm gonna try to capture it
Okay,
so it can talk to us.
sounds good. So yeah, what would you like to do to try to?
Well, you have some of your nets.
I have a net.
Look, give me one of your nets. I'm gonna use it.
Perfect.
All right, and make me your animal trapping roll.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So I'm so glad I boosted intelligence. That is awesome. Okay, intelligence plus dex. 6.
6. All right,
I don't know.
6 should work.
It's like last week.
So yeah, this your net. Are you just sort of like casting
Yeah, I'm
it?
casting it. Well, I did the stone. We talked about what's the best way to do it.
So you
Absolutely.
gotta flick the wrist.
Yeah.
So as you execute the perfect fish capture wrist flick, as the net just circles around the tree and just sort of pins this this creature to the trunk, you hear this sort of high pitched, squeaky, not harshly accented, but just sort of like strangely affected voice. It says something to the effects of, "Oh nose, oh nose, Gobunya, please let me go, Gobunya."
Oh my god!
It's Jade Banks.
Beat it with your stick.
I'm gonna. How big is it? Like
That's
how-
about the size of a child, a little bit smaller than Hanako.
Okay, so I'm gonna easily pull up the net so I can look at it.
Okay,
All right.
so yeah, sort of mildly struggling in this fishnet that you're carrying is a Koneko goblin. So like a amalgamation between a little goblin and a cat.
Oh god!
Adorable.
Yeah.
You don't want those getting in your house, though.
Feed it once and you'll never be rid of it.
That's right.
Wait, what are you? Why are you running away from us?
Precisely this.
Yeah.
I'm not doing any harm to him.
Yeah.
And I can't eat him, so.
Yeah.
some travelers aren't so nice, Gobunya.
Oh my god, it's like a chocolate situation.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so, alright, well, if I let you go, will you just, like, be cool? We're not gonna hurt you.
I can't leave, Gobunya. I'm looking for something my sister gave me, Gobunya.
What are you looking for?
My sister gave me some earrings, Gobunya. She made them for me, Gobunya.
Where did you lose them? Here at the tree?
In the grass, Gobunya.
Okay.
Alright, well, why don't we help you look for them?
Oh, please, Gobunya.
Alright, I'm gonna let you go.
All right.
So I let him go.
Sounds good.
Is he hanging out?
He'll sort of drop to all fours as you loose him from the net.
Is he wearing clothes?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Get him
they're
on a lead. I don't want to let him go.
Oh my god.
Alright, yeah, let's
Get him on a lead.
let's get a little rope. I'll make a nice little halter for him.
What if you just did what my cat does and just...
I can totally do
and
that.
he planks.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna make a little halter. I'm gonna pet it on him. Oh my god. And we're holding on to it, but it's a long lead.
Okay.
You can look while we're looking for these earrings.
Sounds
So
good.
where did you lose the earrings?
I don't know, Gobunya. I'm looking, Gobunya.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
All right.
Can
Let's
we help him
get
look? Yeah.
let's get to looking.
All right. So everyone who's assisting in looking, you'll be covering a semi-wide area underneath the entirety of the tree, which is pretty large.
Yeah.
So you guys can make me dexterity plus intelligence rolls.
Yes.
Okay. Good thing I just boosted that.
10.
Ooh, 7.
Yeah, 7.
13.
Five.
Whoa.
Whoa.
All right, so 7, 7, and 5. So those of you who rolled less than the 2 10s, I guess, it's surprisingly rooty underneath underneath the tree and with the high grass.
Yeah.
So the three of you, as you're sort of going around and trying to look through this high grass, you find yourselves tripping over each other and sort of bruising yourselves lightly.
Plus,
so you
I'm
guys
sort of
will.
distracted by this cute little cat thing. I'm like, this is so cute.
It's
He won't stop following me because he's
yeah.
annoyed.
He's. I mean, yeah. The
Poking me with his nose.
little Neko Goblin is basically just sort of like half scrounging, half rolling around in the grass, and half just sort of, kind of like grooming himself when he
I wonder if he can't find anything.
when he trips.
Yeah, he's
He's a
cute.
little snarf from Thundercats,
He is
kind of.
snarf.
Pretty much, yeah.
Let's keep it.
Yeah, I like him.
All right, and then almost simultaneously, Hanako and was it Kyoko with your dual tens.
Yeah.
And
Oh, no.
and
13.
Oh, and
13.
13. So as the two of you sort of see something glimmer a little bit in the high grass, Zesty
Yeah.
just not even seeming to try, just sort of flounces over,
I flumps.
just sort of dodging every root system, just
Yeah.
hidden anywhere that you guys have all tripped over.
Beelines right to
Just reaches right down and pulls up like a pair of these little adorable like fish
Aw.
ceramic
You
earrings.
see?
I think you're used
It's
to finding
cause
things
that's
in the
what I do.
water and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like
Plus with
tide
that
pools.
snout.
And your snout is
Take a closer look at that.
You know what? You have to send that video to
I do.
everybody.
It's,
Yeah, it's
it's a
worth
thing.
it.
It's a
Oh
thing.
god.
So yeah, as soon as your little Koneko Goblin friend hears the little jingle of the earrings, he
Sorry, just
He
watching your mental preparation
sits up
for that.
and says, "Oh, Gabunya, you found them, Gabunya!"
Yes!
Yay!
Let's put them on him.
Aw.
Yeah, so like
for him, they're for him.
his sister made them for him.
Oh,
So he's got
nice.
these little
Oh, cool.
he's got these little fish earrings. Yeah.
Perfect!
Aw.
Yeah, his ears sort of like drop down a little bit now. Thanks from the top, so they're sort of hanging down on the front.
That's adorable.
And he says,
Yeah.
and he just he kind of like gives you like this little cat hug.
I'm in love!
Oh my
And he
god.
says, "Thank you, Gubunya. This means so much to me, Gubunya."
Alright, I'm
And,
gonna take the halter off of him.
And like as soon as you take the halter off of him, he like zips around the tree and then comes back, just sort of dragging this pack that he's carrying with him. And
I'll give you the halter to keep in case you want to like keep tabs on him.
it's about his size, and he just sort of
Yeah.
like ducks in, and like you see it like pushing out, and like as he's trying to find something specific, and he comes out with this big like sealed bowl with like a little lid on it, and he gives it to you.
Okay.
He says, "This is for you, Gobunya." And if you open it up, you'll see inside it's just filled with katsuboshi. which is basically dried fish flakes that are
Yeah.
utterly delicious.
Fish
Great in
flakes.
the ramen.
Fish flakes for everybody.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He also looks at how utterly wet and like
Miserable.
just bedraggled you guys are,
Won't be dry.
and he goes back in and he starts pulling out this really long pole like
my
thing,
God.
and he comes out and he like plants it, and all of a sudden just sort of blooms up above him, and it's this giant umbrella, and it looks like it'll fit like two of you underneath it, and so he.
Kyoko and Hanako can
child.
be under there.
Yeah, so he hands it to you, Kyoko, and as soon as he lets go of it, the rain just sort of starts letting off. And he just says, "Oh, I thought that was weird." Gongunya.
Oh no! I'm more
still
sad about him
wonderful.
being disappointed than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some of the lightness goes out of his face when he realizes that the umbrella is no longer
Useful?
no longer necessary.
Oh.
But
You never know.
It'll rain again.
Yeah,
true.
it will.
But he he makes sure that you're still holding on to it. And, yeah.
That's sweet.
Okay, so do you want to join us on our journey?
Oh, I have to get home, Gobunya. My sister's missing me, Gobunya.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Dang it.
He's
But-
pretty cool.
But maybe I'll see you again, Gobunya.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
so. That would be awesome.
What is your name?
Ah, my name is Neko.
Neko.
Neko!
Like a cat.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Okay.
Yay.
I named my dog Squirrel, so.
All right. So yeah, as he sort of hefts this giant pack onto his back, he sort of awkward stumble runs his way
Oh, God.
to the southeast
Oh, should like trip a little bit, but
Yeah.
he picks himself back up.
a little bit, and like after he gets up, he waves to you guys again, and sort of like licks one of his paws and like straightens his fur on his head, and, like make sure his earrings are still there, and then he starts scampering off again.
Oh.
It's just gross.
Yay. I'm disgusted.
Hit it.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, as the rain begins to let up, you guys realize you still have a good half day of travel ahead of you.
Yeah.
If you if you guys get on the road and find your way, you might be able to
Alright,
make it to the town of Iffa tonight.
Ooh.
let's try
That'd be
it.
awesome.
So yeah, let's have Kyuko make another direction check.
Okay.
I will cast Arrow Compass to help you with that.
Wow.
Causes a magical compass to appear, grants +1 to direction checks.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is very helpful because with this recent downpour of rain, the road is just completely obscured by a series of puddles and streams and rivulets, and it's really hard to tell which direction is it's heading in.
Tracks are gone.
6.
6
Heading one.
plus 1 is 7.
All right.
All right, yeah, you make it exactly. Good job with that. Good job with that compass.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you start heading off in just like the complete wrong direction when the compass sort of appears in front of you and starts pointing you, shows you which way is north, and you're like, oh.
There we go.
Turn left in 0.4 miles.
Make a U-turn.
That's good.
Redirecting.
Recalculating route.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys start making your way in the rapidly slowing rain. The large umbrella still keeping two of you dry. So
Nice.
Oh, we're traveling with the umbrella.
Yay.
wonderful.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Yay.
indeed.
Yeah.
And getting towards sunset, you get to a dry area where it seems like the rain didn't really quite reach this far.
Okay.
And as the sun starts setting, the green grasslands are sort of infused with this beautiful red color, and just sort of as you're watching the sun go down, it just sort of drops behind this magnificent series of structures, and you see that you've reached the town of Iffa.
Ooh, we're here.
We're on the outskirts.
You're approaching the outskirts of
Approaching
Iffa.
the outskirts.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Indeed. So, as you guys are arriving, you'll want to note that Iffa, the market town, has a decent population of about 500 people. The ruler or representative here is a monarch. He guides the town, not necessarily issuing edicts, but more or less suggestions that are more or less followed through with. It's basically slapped at, or right smack in the middle of the grasslands. A road stretched out to the 4 points of the compass. You guys have obviously arrived from, the east. Yes, exactly. Yes. Well, you've been traveling west, so you're arriving from the east road, I'm guessing.
Fun little town this is.
And so the style of the buildings is Japanese feudal. Feudal buildings, so very
Curly little corners.
exactly, yeah, pagoda style.
Classic.
Yeah,
Edo and Iffa.
indeed. And so as you start approaching, or as you get closer and closer, you hear the sound of very bright festive music playing, and
Yeah.
sort of
You can
hanging
join in the
from.
band.
Yes, I can.
Hanging from most of the roofs in the town are these very festive, cute banners that are sort of advertising wares and just how people are excited to be alive this year and just all the happiness.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. So as you guys are arriving at the front gate of the town, you guys see a couple of town guards just sort of standing there lackadaisically. As you're entering through amongst the throng of other travelers that have just been sort of milling about, watching the sunset from the outside of town. The guards note that you're sort of new here, and they warn you, please be careful with your belongings. There's been a rash of thefts in the town lately.
Okay, thank
All right.
you.
Thanks for letting us know.
Of course.
We're gonna have to take precautions.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Could you
So-
grab your nets
Yeah.
to catch them when they grab them?
I have a blade, so I'll be helping.
So yeah, as you guys make your way inside the town, it's classic Japanese festival environment. So there are street vendors and stalls
Wow.
and food.
Paper lanterns.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Super interesting.
And just the sound of people laughing and hawkers crying their wares and the smell of food stalls all sort of mixed together to create this wonderful welcoming atmosphere. And what's everyone's thoughts upon entering this town?
Do we see Joshua?
Oh yeah.
That's a good question. Let's see. Make me. There aren't really spot
Awareness or-
hidden rules.
Spirits.
Make me a double intelligence roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
11.
All right. So sitting in one of the noodle stands. Sort of.
is.
You can't see his head, but you remember that cloak that he was wearing, that blue cloak
Yep.
that's sort of got like the Van Gogh squirrels on it.
Yay.
And so you notice that he's in there and he's very much enjoying a bowl of udon.
So he made it safe. That's good.
Yeah.
Wow, there he is.
There he is.
Hey kid, you made it.
Yay.
He sort of pushes back the little curtain that separates and some steam escapes and you can see his glasses are all fogged up. And he sort of wipes them off. And he says, "Oh, good. You're. I didn't want to wake you up since it seemed like you guys were in a dry spot. I was drenched.
Yeah, I know. All of your worst fears came true. It seems.
It was terrible. I barely got a lick of sleep.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, you're eating some udon now, so I'm sure you're happy.
I'm warming up. It's so nice and warm in here.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll see you around.
Of course,
All right.
indeed.
So thoughts about being here? I want to find like a medicine woman or
Oh, sure.
somebody to give me some medicine just in case.
Still looking for that unguent.
Yeah, just in case, because hey, it happened once, it could happen again.
Yeah, for next
I
time.
don't want to risk. I don't want to risk that.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to find a local herbalist who can sell you some home remedy for stiffness. You find the herbalist shop. It's this lovely single story 1-room home that's just sort of surrounded on all sides by these very impressive in-sized buildings, and it's in its own little lot that's about the size of the surrounding buildings, but just that one little 1-room house in the middle, and everything else around it is just herb garden. So like these wonderful climbing climbing vines of herbs, and just on the ground it's like carpeted, and there's this nice stepping stone walkway going up to the front door.
Okay, well, if you guys want to join me, I don't know if there's anything here you guys need, but
It's just a beautiful place to be.
all right, so I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Try and hawk some ramen on the street.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Can,
make a living anyways.
Yeah, you can set up a stall like basically right there.
Yeah.
Just
Donuts for.
plant the poles, throw up the curtain, and just start serving.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to quickly become lost amongst the teeming crowd as I plunge off to look for the shrine.
Okay. Sounds good.
I remember when I went to festivals in Japan, you could get like squid on a stick.
Yep.
With the yeah. I'll grab one of those.
All right.
I missed that. And then I'll go and find the shamisen.
Okay.
Was that? Oh, the
Case.
thing?
Yeah.
Case for my old shoulders.
All right.
Yeah. And then I'll
Sounds
go back
good.
to
So
that
we'll-
herb garden after.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll rendezvous with the herb garden.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So in the herb garden, is it just Des and Jen?
Yep, I'm there.
So
Saison
it's Saison and
Zesty.
Zesty.
And Zesty.
Zesty.
All right. So Saison, Zesty Saison.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We have ranch, oil vinegar, or zesty saison dressing.
There's no question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So indeed, as you are making your way up to the small herbalist's home, the sliding door opens, and this very homely woman steps out. She's just sort of surrounded by the odor of the local herbs, and she greets you with a bow, and she says, "Can I help you?"
Yes, I've been plagued with some weariness on the road, and I was hoping that you would have a tonic or a liniment that I could use so that I can keep traveling.
Ah, of course. And so she'll usher the two of you inside, where compared to all the thriving and living vegetation on the outside, it's this potpourri of dried and ground herbs on the inside, and there's just bowls with a series of colored herbs that are ground, and there's just hanging strands of some of the herbs you've seen outside. And so she'll gesture towards the table and say, some of this dried infusion of mountain herb, if steeped in a tea or soup or stew, should help with stiffness for travelers. I've had good response from that with most of the people who've purchased it.
Okay, I'll take some of that.
All right.
And I'll take a little extra for Kyoko too,
Oh, that's
just in
nice.
case. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so she'll take out a couple of scoops from the bowl and put it in the center of a cloth bag and sort of tie it up and put a bow on it
Nice.
and give it to you.
Thank you.
And you pay for it.
Yeah.
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 All right. So
Okay.
we'll leave off with you guys receiving that. Is there anything that Zesty sees inside that they might be interested in?
I would like to show this woman my idol.
Oh.
If she has any
Oh my God.
remedy or something to do with good dreams. Because every time I try and sleep, this idol gives me nightmares.
Her eyes sort of bulge when you shove it in her face. And in a very small voice, she says, "I probably won't have anything to help myself with for the nightmares tonight.
Okay, well,
God.
I appreciate your help.
I would suggest getting rid of the idol, perhaps.
Can't do it.
Maybe put a nice hat
I
on
can't
it."
do it. All right, thank you.
Bound together.
Zesty, maybe we can find like a...
Is it like you throw it and then you wake up and it's like
Oh,
next to you,
yeah.
or is it just like stuck to your hand when you throw it?
No. I throw it, and
keeps
then in the
reappearing.
morning, it's
It
like
reappears?
a skull, like remember that movie? Yeah.
Turns up like a bad penny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
I wanted my net, and then it's mine now.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe we can find some type of a soothsayer or somebody
Maybe.
who can tell us to
Maybe we
Unless
should
you-
go to the temple. I heard there's a fancy temple.
Oh yeah, you can like
It's true.
bless it or
Yeah,
something.
leave it there at the temple.
Oh
Yeah,
What if
that'll.
I just left it in the temple?
There you go.
Let's try doing that.
Yeah, let's do that.
10 minutes later, temple's on fire.
Just make sure to get your fortunes told while you're. Yeah.
And then jump. Wow! Explosion.
The temple explodes and fireworks are set off.
Yay, it's so beautiful.
Nothing to say here. Move along.
Oh my! All right, let's see. Let's move on to let's see. Kyuko, you're approaching the
Shamisen,
yeah, the musician
accessories
district.
Yeah, okay.
Indeed, where just a plethora of musicians are just sort of assembling together to sort of jam together on their various instruments.
Oh, neat.
So you've got a few other shamisen players. You've got a couple of people up on towers with taiko drums.
Wow,
and they're
cool.
just beating out a rhythm for. And there's this spontaneous eruption of dancing in the area. Some very traditional Iffa town dancing is occurring.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and yeah, you can really taste the bubbles, can't you?
Oh, you're doing it! You're doing it! Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Did you do the
See,
cola one?
I did. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry.
See, here's what's going on. I prep myself by getting as much saliva as I can, so it instantly dissolves, so I don't have to endure this sourness, and then it's palatable.
I don't know. I used to spit out warheads when they lost their sour.
See, so these might be like totally tame for you.
I don't think so. Warheads were pretty tame for me, and these are.
Cola, take one of each.
It's not that bad. It's overrated. You'll be all right.
Just don't
Yeah.
Be fine.
don't do
Be fine.
both at the same time unless you're really brave.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, I know. Are you asking me for?
I'll give you a fumble point if you take both at the same time.
Let's take pictures
I'm
of
doing that.
Ooh.
You're doing it?
All right, I'll do both.
Say something.
Oh God!
I just ate the.
God, what have I done? I forgot the first rule of GMing: don't bribe your players with mechanical benefits.
Don't encourage them.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Oh dear, here we
Oh
are.
my god.
So, I'll
Did
wait.
you do double?
Speaker is paired.
She did double too!
Oh
I'm
God!
about to. I'm about
All right.
to. All right, here we go.
Ugh.
See, she's good. She's tough.
Oh,
Yeah.
please.
No.
Really? Tough ass.
Well, since
Desiree's starting to fold. No?
no, she's.
Hang on. Come on!
Oh, there it goes!
Oh god. Eyes are closed. Eyes are closed.
The veins are standing out.
Speaking up.
Oh, there. Oh.
It's passing.
Oh no, it takes way longer than that.
All right.
Really? Because mine
Now it's going. I started a little bit
Wow.
after you. All right.
Alright.
All right. Well, returning to the music shop.
Yes.
Kyuko, you're able to find a shamisen vendor who
Okay.
has a nice arrangement of cases. Some are nicely lacquered in very bright primary colors.
Ooh, that's too much for me. Yeah, I'm a bit
Okay.
conservative.
Do you want the ergonomics?
You can see
Yeah.
you can see the younger crowd just sort of staring at them very intently,
Yeah.
and asking about custom inscribing that you can put on
Wow.
with multicolored lacquering.
Oh, yeah.
It's maybe in the shape of their family's crest.
Oh
or
my, that's
symbol.
fancy.
Yeah.
No. The most sedate and understated case I can find.
Okay.
That's comfortable would be perfect.
All right. So yeah, you
She's all class.
you're brought to a section of some very nice homemade weatherproof
Oh, perfect.
leather,
All about utility. Okay.
darker brown sort of, yeah,
Great.
You went from American Apparel to Land's End.
yeah, just about.
Yeah.
Circa 93.
Circa 93.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah,
Also, do
you
they have American Apparel is the that catalog where they have the almost naked models.
Yeah.
Really?
So they have almost naked people
Yeah. It's all
modeling the
billboards.
shamisen
yeah,
cases.
exactly. Yeah,
Shamisen case.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, yeah.
Take him with a Polaroid.
Oh god.
Of course, there's this overpowering smell of perfume in the where they're selling the super lacquered ones. It's this very nice, sedate burning incense.
Yeah, perfect.
When we were at the Denver Museum of Art, they had this lacquer exhibit, and they showed like all the steps that it takes to like make something lacquered. It was unbelievably amazing. It was just like 32 to 40 steps to like. It was so really, really, really great.
Wow.
So, anyway, so I'm just imagining like this whole shop with varying states of like prep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. So you find a nice shamisen case that fits perfectly ergonomically to your posture and
Great.
snugly fits your shamisen.
Oh, good.
And they're more than happy to sell it to you. Perhaps you'd like to play a few notes
I think I would.
to.
I want to go back out on the street and join one of the little groups.
Okay.
Band.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, as you
It's like a pickup group, I guess.
yeah, as you take up the melody, you can definitely start sort of like really seeing some of the culture coming through musically,
Oh, wow.
and you can pick up some traditional songs from the
With a bit of regional flair.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
With
cool.
you can do your stylistic 3-note songs just for this region.
Perfect.
Yeah,
And I'll leave my new case open on the street in there.
of course. Sounds good. And let's see, Jade, you're just selling ramen.
It's going well. Well, people don't realize
It's going well.
your ladle is always the perfect pour. It's exactly what you were hoping for in your ramen.
Nice. If you'd like, you can make me a one of your merchant rolls to see how big your crowd gets.
Yeah, no, I got struck. Got a 10.
A 10. That's fantastic. Yeah. So we'll get back to you once Hanako is done at the temple. Hanako, you're making your way through sort of the crowded market section.
Okay.
And you're just sort of asking around, just sort of getting the gist of where to find where the relic and the priests are hanging out. So why don't you make me a dexterity plus intelligence check?
6.
What the heck?
6.
Okay, you're
All right.
Shoulder.
So as you're walking down the main marketplace, you're sort of being jostled by a few people, and sort of halfway down as you're in the thickest throng of the crowd, you sort of feel a hand at your back, and as you notice it and sort of like turn, you sort of see the face of a Neko goblin just sort of staring at you from the crowd, and it's not your friend. This one is slightly bigger and has like an eye patch over its eye,
Does it also have earrings?
and it's sort of what's that?
Does it also have earrings?
Does it also have earrings? Yes, one of its ears is pierced multiple times with hoops. It's very swashbuckling. Yeah. And as when it sees that you notice it, it sort of winks at you, and as a section of the crowd passes in front of it, and when it's supposed to be revealed again, suddenly the Neko goblin is gone. Yeah.
That's cool.
I think it was only worse because he winked at you.
Yeah, that's
That's a little smarmy.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird.
bold.
He's only got the one eye, right?
Yeah.
It's like can do.
So we made it just blink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't know.
You're not 100% sure.
That's true. The chin, the inclination of the head.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Oh man.
The answer reveals the movement.
Or it could just be doing like the two-eyed blink, saying it really trusts you.
Oh god. That's also creepy.
I'm not sure that makes it easy.
Well, we're a friend to the Neko people.
That's right.
That's right. I mean, I have a fan with a cat on it, for God's sake.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I'm thinking is Garfield, and it says I hate Mondays on it.
Well, as you're
When you bought it and you didn't know what it said, but it's cool.
Right. It's like a total like souvenir fan, you know, like you get in an airport or something.
Well, as you're thinking about your fan, your hand strays to the pocket where you usually hold it.
No!
And when it goes in, your fan is gone.
Oh! Stole my Garfield fan.
Oh my
It should
god.
be one with normal on it.
Oh, it'll never be the same.
No.
No one likes normal.
Wow. Okay. No chance of spotting it, I imagine.
The cat. Mm-hmm. You can make me a Dex plus Strength roll to try to power your way through the crowd and try to find
I can't believe that.
8.
8. All right, so yeah, you managed to push your way through the crowd in the direction that it's going, or that you saw it sort of disappear in. And as you're sort of nearing the edge of the crowd, sort of in the opposite direction of where you'd want to go to the shrine, you find yourself jostled off of your feet by a merchant who's just carrying just way too much stuff.
Right.
And just sort of packages kind of like drop on the ground all around you. And as you're sort of getting up, and this merchant is just profusely apologizing to you for knocking you over, and hoping that this doesn't affect your patronage of his business. You see the Neko Goblin sort of run around a corner a few streets down, and grasped in one of his hands is indeed your Garfield fan that has been opened up and is like sort of fanning himself as he runs.
Son of a bitch.
Wanting it.
That rapish bastard.
I know.
He's really good.
All right. I will give chase.
Okay. So yeah, as you're sort of start to make your way through some alleys and making some twists and turns, and you're just stumped. You come to a dead end, and you just got no sight on it.
All right. Well, I'll sit down on an empty crate and start crying.
Oh, okay, so I feel like we were walking toward the temple.
We were.
So we
That's
would
established.
like intersect. So
Definitely,
what are the odds of me seeing this little shit?
100%.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
as-
I am tracking.
Wait, she's talking about the Neko Goblin. Not
Oh, sorry. Thought you were talking about. The Neko Goblin 0%. Her 100%.
Oh, okay, no, the little girl. Sorry. All right, no. So I'm gonna see her crying, and they'll say, "Little girl, what happened? What's wrong?"
They stole my fan.
So I get really upset. I get very, very upset. So who
Like
stole it
blind
from
rage.
you? Yeah, who stole it from you?
The cat, the Kitty Goblin.
The same kitty
The
goblin
same
with the
kitty,
earrings.
the same one with the earrings, and the
Different.
different one. What did he look like?
Like a pirate.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna give you
You're
my.
like, oh, Evan is terrible.
Oh,
A pirate cat.
oh.
No, anyway.
Adorably tragic. So I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you my cloak, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna find this little rapscallion, and so I'm gonna start track. Can I track? Can I try to track?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So this is the same night. This is all happening in this evening, right?
Yeah, as you guys have arrived,
Okay.
you're as you start tracking the Neko Goblin. Is everyone else following, or?
Do you wanna? Are you following? Or are you?
I'll stay with the Hanako.
Okay.
I think I'm just
You're
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna start.
So, yeah.
I'd be making my way in that direction.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you hear the disconsolate cries of
Yeah, I recognize her voice.
as which you've never heard her cry before. This is sort of weird.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
but-
true. She's so quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Crack in the facade.
she's usually
Maybe I just
so
hear it
stoic.
crying. Yeah.
But-
She's a little girl.
Yeah.
Aw, she must have really liked her fan.
But yes, as indeed, make me your tracking roll, Satan.
9.
9. All right. So yeah, you're able to follow some of the footprints. Looks like they ran through a puddle. The Neko Goblin. So you're able to sort of follow like
Yeah.
the wet footprints for a little while, and like
Okay.
it picks up some mud eventually, and just sort of starts running down the street towards the herbalist place actually.
Oh.
And as it like passes in front of as the tracks pass in front of the herbalist place, you see this giant line of people just sort of waiting right outside the ramen place. That's
Oh no! Damn it! All right. So I lose
Slinging
the
that
track.
ramen.
It's probably about like 50 people. That's 1/10 of the population of this city. Just waiting. is
And you're
waiting for
welcome to
tomorrow's
get me for
ramen.
free.
No,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
Some good ramen.
So I can keep. Can I keep tracking or no?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, so make me one more tracking roll.
5.
No.
5. So yeah, shortly after it makes its way past the herbalist, it basically it goes through a series of cobblestone alleyways that have had serious rain.
Yeah.
And just completely washes away all tracks.
That damn little. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the stalls and I'm gonna see if they have other fans.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
They have a
You know what the bitch of it is? It's a Monday.
Even at the age of like 7, it's not lost on you.
No. It's like my first encounter with irony.
Wow.
I'll never forget it. You're
No,
gonna
I understand irony now.
So I'm gonna try to find another fan first.
This sounds good. So yeah, as you're looking around through all of the vendors with their hand, opening fans, you don't find any with Garfield on it.
No.
They're all these like third party.
Gazorp field.
Yeah, exactly. You find the cheap Garfield knockoffs.
Right?
Yeah.
Where he's like blue for
enchiladas.
some reason.
Yeah.
He's blue.
Yeah,
And
and-
speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
No.
You're like, what?
No me gusta.
Yeah.
Lunas.
No me gusta lunes.
Oh my god.
That won't do? That
No.
won't do?
Yeah. And you see him. Yeah, you see him liking the enchilada plates. It's just
Yokiero enchiladas.
yeah. Yeah, like
Alright, well,
normal
is
is a
there
chupacabra. It's really weird.
Random.
Yeah.
So it is.
Macabre.
So I think I'm gonna find something that's better than Garfield,
Okay.
if it's possible.
All right. So yeah, let's see. You don't have.
I don't have good taste.
You don't have good taste.
Well, then maybe you do buy it.
Yeah.
No,
You
it's
don't
the
know
closest thing. But I want to find something that's like not like Garfield's, just to maybe like replace the memory with something better.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, make me a no.
What could be better than Garfield?
You find this brand new stall of fan dealers, and they're all like these really popular with kids these days.
Okay.
Right.
And so you find
Do you know
one that's
Doraemon, the robot cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Japanese Garfield?
No, but that would be good if you rolled well.
Oh.
If you fumble, it might be like an erotic fan or something.
It's David Bowie's area.
Well remembered. R.I.P. We love you. All right.
So yeah, you just find like all these just ridiculous ones, and eventually you find this sort of like Rastafarian grumpy cat opening van.
How much more offensive can it get? All right.
It's a lot worse.
Oh.
I don't want that one. I don't want to get that one.
It's
No.
your bad taste.
I know, but like, what should I roll for that? Would it be like spirit and intelligence?
Jade, what's your merchant skill?
Merchant skill?
Yeah, your the 2 stats that you roll for buying low, selling high.
Oh, intelligence and spirit.
All right,
Okay,
roll those.
Intelligence and spirit. Well, good thing my intelligence is boosted. So I've been rolling so shit. So 7. Not that bad.
7, not terrible. Okay, so
But
you
not
find
great.
you find some older, so maybe some vintage Doraemon opening fans.
Pretty good.
All right. I'll take one of those.
Yeah,
She's gonna cry.
No, she's not gonna be very happy.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna bring it back.
Okay.
As
So,
long
yeah.
as I find little girl.
Some of the enamel is like worn off a little bit
Oh
on
my
the
God.
handle,
No.
but it still opens up, and like Doraemon's just sort of sitting there looking happy.
Does it cheer you up at all? Or no? You like the stoicness of Garfield, so the stoicism of
Something
Garfield.
about Garfield really speaks to me.
Yeah, of Garfield.
Oh my god. So I'll kind of hold it in my lap, open it up, get it, close it again, put it in my pocket, but I'll give you kind of a weak smile.
Just heartbreaking.
Get her some ramen or something. Jesus. Let's take her to the ramen. Let's take her to the ramen cart.
It is about time for dinner. So yeah, as you guys approach, 4 seats open up in front of the ramen cart, and you're just very easily able to just cut right in line and just take seats.
No, you get waved up. You get waved up.
Yeah.
We know the owner.
You get VIP.
Yeah.
We're
The
with
donkey
the
likes
manager.
y'all. It's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, that's right.
Sounds good. So yes, as you guys sit and just sup from this amazing ramen that is just always
Every pour had exactly what you were hoping for in it.
yeah.
Wow.
A Garfield fan? Is a Garfield fan?
That's traditionally edible.
Traditionally edible.
I mean,
Oh, man.
No, I get it.
So yeah, when you just sprinkle the
Little
katsuobushi
wish
on top,
Yeah.
it just becomes
Perfect ramen.
a new type of savory, and just the fishy smell just sort of takes on the odor of the ocean, and it's very nostalgic for
Yeah, it's hard. I'm getting homesick all of a sudden.
Something
Boom,
like
right in the
zesty.
gut.
No.
Pain.
But yeah, it's just utterly delicious. And you guys can catch Tamari up on recent developments.
Someone took her Garfield fan.
that bastard.
It was a
Yep.
Neko demon.
Yep.
What? Our Neko demon?
No.
Different one.
Different one, but like a bad one.
Eye patch. Winking.
Yeah.
Ah,
Possibly
yeah.
blinking.
Winked at her. Winked at her.
Yeah, the
Bitch.
cheek.
And she's just a little girl.
A little girl.
Yep.
Disgraceful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
some
awful.
people just have no taste.
No.
No.
I got her another fan, but I don't think it was that good.
What's it look like?
Sure.
Oh, I hold it.
Oh.
That's a fan.
Kind of cheerful.
It is.
Oh, well.
See here, this will increase the pathos as the character sketch.
Oh, cool. Oh, I don't want to see that kid cry.
Well, you have.
No.
Well, now you have.
So are you thinking like little Japanese Aubrey Plaza?
Kind
Feel
of.
sad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, very stone faced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good. So yeah, after you guys get your fill of ramen, your bellies are full, and I would say that probably around this time it's pretty dark, and I would say that Hanukkah would probably give out this this jaw cracking yawn.
Okay.
Time to.
Yeah.
Time
A long
to.
day.
And yeah, you guys are in a town. That means inns. That means actual beds.
Wow.
All right, let's look for an inn.
All right. So yeah, as you guys are making your way just away from the herbalists, the next street over, there's immediately a sign for an inn. It's called the Meadow Inn. It's a nice 2-story building, and just nice warmth just comes right out of it onto the moderate chill of the streets, with the wind starting to pick up again from the grasslands. And definitely it's got a vacancies little secondary hung sign underneath the Meadow Inn.
Okay.
All right.
In the stables.
Very clean.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Looks like they're swept and scrubbed daily.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go inside.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you make your way in, the main room is just full of townspeople who are just drinking and eating and having a great time. You smell the delectable aroma of roast rabbit with strawberry sauce.
Oh, wow.
And it's despite your fullness from the amazing ramen, it still manages to tempt you slightly. And so the proprietor is a full-bodied man named Hassan who welcomes you
A
all.
voluptuous man.
Yes,
Nice.
he has he's very healthy,
Robust.
Robust. There we go.
Robust,
Yes.
big-bellied, one might say.
Full-figured. Oh.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. And yes, he. As you guys come in through the front doors, you hear his booming voice welcoming you.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Irasai.
Hello. All right, we'd like some rooms, please, if you have any available.
Of course. And he'll take you over to the register where you can sign up. How many rooms?
Oh.
Stable for 2.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
You could stay with the little girl.
Yeah.
And I'll bunk with
yep.
Zesty.
What's that?
Zesty.
Well, bunk with zesty. There's a sentence you never thought you'd say.
What's this?
I think.
You're not gonna know my secret even after tonight.
Hey, we've got a little pool going. See if we can find it.
Yeah.
I think Zesty Cezanne is quickly becoming the OTP of
Maybe. All right. So yeah, we need 2 rooms and a stable for 2.
Okay, Tamari, where are you staying?
Yeah.
Stable for 2.
Stable
Oh,
for 2.
you're in the stable with.
Yeah.
You still get separation anxiety. I told you to rescue.
Oh.
Rescue donkey.
All right. So yeah, you.
I leave, he thinks I'm never coming back.
Yeah.
Oh.
We know
Kicks
how that goes.
everyone.
Yeah.
He's a biter.
Okay.
You heard a donkey cry?
No.
We don't want to.
Is it the saddest thing
I
ever?
mean, it's also the most obnoxious thing ever.
Please,
Brain.
by all means, feel free to stay with your donkey.
Oh, he's judging you.
He is.
What's up with that?
It kind of sounds like he really wants you to, just so that the other patrons won't complain about a donkey crying in the middle of the
Nobody
night.
wants that.
Somebody shut that donkey up!
Shut up!
It is.
It
It's
is.
pathetic and
Nobody wants to listen to that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Little tear rolls down his mouth. It's awful. It's awful.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So you'll get set up with rooms, and as those of you who are being brought to your rooms with
Too close.
Okay.
oh my.
All right.
So yeah, you're all escorted to your rooms by various employees of the.
Sorry.
Mom, you're at the table.
Yeah.
For the blooper reel.
We got the giggles. All right.
Okay.
All right. Have a sour. Have a lemon.
Oh my god.
Seriously.
Or just take some wasabi. Just another mouthful.
Yeah, just a spoonful of that
Oh my
wasabi.
goodness.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Well, I've written a haiku.
Oh wait.
Oh no.
In a busy town, eye patch Kitty-Goblin comes. Now my fan is gone.
Oh, more sad your poem or my donkey is.
Oh my.
I'm picturing that late, in terms of this cartoon episode. It's just it's printed on the screen.
Yeah, fade out and then that comes up on the screen. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so
It's in your journal for your travels.
Oh, it is. I've been keeping the journal here, so I put it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of teardrops on the page with it.
Oh no. All right, so we're
You guys are being brought to your rooms by the inn staff.
yeah.
Well, Tamari is being brought to the stables by the stable boy,
Yep.
who is also, very accommodating.
What? Wait, what's that? What's the word?
What kind of hit is this? It's a bad
Well,
one.
usually people don't stay here, so he's offering you extra horse blankets, or if you want, I can bring out extra futons. that
No.
we can just lay on the
We
ground.
usually sleep outside. It's fine.
You're sure? I mean,
It's fine.
we can set up a hammock.
It's
Oh, whoa.
Wait a minute now. Nice.
The game changer.
all right. I'll take the nap.
Sounds good. So yeah, he'll spend the next 15 minutes, setting up the hammock, putting
Let's see if
between
the donkey likes him or not.
putting it between a couple of uprights.
Oh yeah, he loves him.
Oh.
Just slipping him carrots as or daikon radishes between. As he's going. Hopefully that doesn't give the donkey gas or something.
I was wondering, is that gonna...
No, he's fine.
And he's
These are obviously organic daikon radishes.
We can just roll on the donkey flatulence table. No, he's fine.
He eats ramen. So,
Yeah.
So,
He's
yeah.
sure he
Fine.
has a robust belly.
He is
Yes.
robusto.
He does.
So yeah, as he's helping you out and setting up the hammock, he's muttering to himself about the recent thefts in the area.
Yeah, this is an established
yeah.
issue.
That's right.
Hey, like, what do you know about this?
I was just not a day goes by that someone doesn't get something stolen from them, and the town guard is just stumped. Just it's everyone says it's this Nego-Goblin with the eye patch.
Hey, that sounds familiar. Tell me more.
Well, it's just that's just what everyone says who gets something stolen from them, that they feel something being pulled from them, and then when they look, there's that goblin, and then he just melts into the crowd.
And he winks at him, right?
Yeah, or blinks. Everyone says it's hard to tell with the eye patch.
Sure, he's still out on that one.
Yeah, we don't
About the
know.
inclination of the head. All right.
Yeah.
I know.
So most people are just so distraught at the loss of their favorite thing in the world that it seems to know exactly what is most precious to you and just takes it.
Steal that.
You just walk around with it like hanging off.
Yeah, like a pet it.
I sure couldn't love this island more. My favorite thing
I'm
ever.
picturing like a close-up zoom, like you're like, oh, I love it, it's great. Close-up zoom.
Switches to negative.
Yeah.
Alright, so you find this out about
That's
you
huge.
get more information that they know who it is.
Then Hassan has, because the guard hasn't been of any use, he's offering a 700 coin reward for the capture of the Nego-Goblin. Apparently he stole Hassan's ledger.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
700.
It's the family register.
That's a lot of coins.
That is.
Well, I'm going to tell the stable boy to keep an eye on my donkey. I'm going to take my ramen pot with me. I'm going to go convene with
Okay.
these
Yes.
two.
Yes.
Okay.
In their room.
Sounds good.
Very good.
Since there's a brisk knock on your
Okay.
on your door.
Hello, come in.
Who goes there?
I have news.
What? What's up?
Stay on.
So apparently, the rampant theft going on in the city is the cause of none other than our one-eyed Kitty-Goblin
Yes.
friend, not friend,
Yeah.
Yes.
jerk.
Jerk friend.
Jerk friend, yes.
According to the stable boy,
Uh-huh.
who may or may not be a reliable resource, that remains to be determined, it seems to know what you treasure the most and takes that from you. Apparently, the innkeeper has set up a reward for anyone who captures the little goblin. Now, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, we were able to set up a trap using your net and your...
Oh yeah, I have
Trapping.
trapping. I have trapping actually.
I think
Yes.
sharing a hefty reward there.
Yes.
I definitely think that would
And
be good.
also maybe getting her little fan back.
Exactly.
Oh, that would be
That was
amazing.
way worth it.
Totally. So why don't we set up a trap
Yes.
for this little beast?
Yes, we must.
And we can put in all of our things. So I'm gonna let Kyoko know what's
Okay,
going on.
yes.
I think
Let's not
Hanako's
Hanako
asleep.
sleep.
Yeah. So I'm
I
gonna
could
tell
be
you
the bait since I'm not
Yes,
quick,
you
and
could
you
be.
guys could.
Oh, like you
Be
could
ready
pretend to
to-
be sleeping.
Yeah.
Like
You can't-
holding your
Oh, my-
beloved instrument.
No, my knife. It's actually my knife that I keep safe
Yes.
in my my kimono sleeve.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, that's
Pretend to be
perfect.
sleeping.
All right.
And then
So let's set
the
up
trap.
So let's tell the innkeeper about our plan,
Okay.
what we want to do, and that we want Kyoko to have like a bed or sleeping area out downstairs.
and also
in
we
the
need all the
main
caffeinated tea.
as much as possible to fuel our
Yes.
late stakeout. So yes, we want to set up a trap. So do I have to roll
Roll trapping.
trapping? Okay.
This is sort of thing.
I have trapping as well, so if you fail,
Okay. Like an assist or something.
Yeah. Okay, 10.
Oh,
10. All right. So yeah, 10. How are you setting up this trap? Is it like something on the floor? Is it
Yeah,
something
it's gonna
on
be
the
like
roof
her-
or on
no.
the ceiling?
Oh yeah, like the trap itself. Yeah, so we want to set up like a net, right?
something will fall.
Exactly, that will fall on that little
Once the
demon.
creature steps in the loop, it goes gazing. And
Yeah, exactly. So then that
So
way
I can, hold my knife for
so-
just near the trap, and then
exactly. Kira
Yeah.
will be like sleeping in like on a little futon downstairs. The net's set up, and there's a little loop for the little goblin too.
Okay.
we caught it.
Yeah,
We'll snag him.
yeah,
All right.
Snag
So
him, bag him.
yeah.
Worked for the last one.
yeah, it did apparently. So,
sounds good. So
Yeah.
so the net is in the is on the stairs or in the room?
It's on the ceiling.
Okay.
Like, we want to set this up in like the main area of like the entrance area.
Oh, the inn. Okay.
Yeah, of the inn.
Not her room.
Not a room.
All
Because we
right.
just want to make it kind of open. Do people frequent the inn like all the time?
In and
Okay.
out.
So then I
We
think in
only
your room. So
yeah,
like
I think so too, because especially
yeah,
I think if we have the guise of her sleeping,
yeah, exactly.
Wait,
Yeah. No. Yeah.
but we don't want to catch anybody. We want to catch just one creature.
Exactly.
So it can't be in the common room.
No. Exactly. Okay. Yeah. So it'll be in her room. Never mind.
Sounds good.
maybe right before going to bed, you could like sing out your window a song about how much you love your knife.
Yes.
That's
Leave
perfect.
the window open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Up the ante.
Window, crack the door, like I'm trying to let fresh air in, and then
Okay.
yeah.
We're setting a trap for the goblin.
Okay. So, are we all ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Look sleep.
I'm
Okay.
having
Yeah.
fun. I'm so good, and you could brush your teeth with it.
All right.
Alrighty. So yes, as you're
So, boom, boom, boom. I love my knife. Boom, boom, boom. yeah.
indeed, the sound the notes ring out in the streets below you, and you settle into bed with your precious knife, clutched in your hands. And the rest of you are hiding in stakeout
Yep.
in like an adjacent room or in like the closet.
Closet. Yeah.
Okay,
Lurking.
sounds good. All right, and so you're all you guys are taking caffeine.
Well, we are wired.
Yeah. We're really ramped up. Want to catch this little
I'm a little pissed.
thing. Yeah. I'm angry. I'm mad.
Ruining the whole town is one thing.
It is. It's just making everyone upset.
Sounds good. All right, so yeah, as you guys are all set up in the let's see, is Hanako in the closet too?
Oh,
No, he goes to sleep.
No, yeah. That's
Okay,
right.
so
Yeah, no,
our room,
I'm out.
our room is
Catty
empty.
corner? We're
Yeah,
catty corner.
yeah, we are. And our room is empty because
There's
we're
nobody there.
doing the stakeout, so
We're-
she
yeah.
can sleep in there
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
unless they steal her.
In which case, she's got the broadsword.
She does. She's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm.
She's
I
fine.
can
Yeah.
myself.
All right.
Absolutely. All right. So yeah, as you guys are sort of you're hanging out in the night. You're just staking out from the closet. You're asleep in the bed, and are you downstairs? Are you back with your?
I think I'm gonna be like camping out somewhere underneath the window.
Yes.
So if it tries to
Yes.
escape.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Are you like within sight of your donkey,
Oh my god.
or
Oh my
Well, the donkey's
goodness.
not the most like your possession. Donkey's a companion,
He is.
not a possession.
well, yes, but like, can it see you? Since you said it has separation anxiety.
So there's
yeah.
nice windows in the stable right across the corridor.
It just has heads over the window, just looking.
Sounds good. So yeah, you
Makes sense.
It just has like his like sleepy eye,
Yep, when I'm on.
falling asleep, watching.
okay.
Little baby.
Sounds good. So occasionally it'll shake itself awake and
He's
he'll
peaceful. He's peaceful.
he'll make sure he's still got an eye on you. And yes, as the night wears on, you guys drink more and more caffeinated tea
Yes.
as it gets to be closer to morning.
This guy isn't gonna show up.
Gonna need the two of you because you didn't sleep at all. You guys are going to, instead of rolling for your condition, you're going to half your current condition.
Alright, very well then.
All right.
Everyone who did get some sleep, you guys can roll for condition.
Okay. I'm assuming I would just sleep like normal. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. Oh,
Ooh, 13.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah.
let's see.
Oh, your spirit's 8. Yeah. No.
Whoa, 10.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Excellent.
Yeah, you guys slept
Oh, so they
great.
boost by a die type.
Yep.
And I think I'll boost my strength in case I get a chance to wail on this snarf guy.
Snarf.
Right, so Kyuko, you get a wonderful, restful night's sleep, probably because you just feel very safe and secure that you're being watched over by 3 of your friends.
Exactly.
Hanako, you're surprised that that you wake up feeling very refreshed, but because it was just it was very tough getting to sleep and just without your fan, everything just sort of feels wrong.
Oh my God.
So you wake up in the morning and you're feeling like really refreshed and really warm, and then sort of you're able to kind of realize why when you hear this purring coming from like the foot of your bed.
What?
Okay.
So you look down and there's your little Neko goblin friend with the fish earrings.
Oh, okay.
Who's kind of just like curled up on your feet.
Friend.
Yeah. No, not the pirate.
Okay.
Not the creep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, at first I'll reach for my sword thinking it's the other one.
Yeah.
Then I see the fish earrings
And his 2 eyes.
and his 2 eyes.
And yeah.
So I'll sit up more.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is he waking up at all? Or?
Oh, yeah. He'll stir when you start
For the tummy rib
when you
stretch?
start getting up, and he'll do like a little stretch,
Oh.
Yeah.
and just sort of like stretch his spine. Just,
That's how you NPC, folks.
Yeah.
Very good. So nothing happened with.
no,
Oh, god damn it.
no
We
intrusion
gotta
into
sleep,
the room.
man. I'm tired, so.
Looked all out of shape.
I know, this isn't good.
So as you're as you're looking at Neko, your friend, he just sort of sleepily asks you, well, how are you doing, Gobunya?
Oh my God.
I'm so sad, Nico.
Oh, Gobunya, why?
A pirate Kitty-Goblin stole my fan.
He stole your favorite thing, Gobunya?
Yes. Do you know him?
No, Gobunya, but you helped me find my favorite thing, Gobunya, so I help you find your favorite thing, Gobunya.
Oh.
Ah.
All right. That makes me feel better.
And so yeah, he'll sort of wake up a little bit more and just sort of, is it time for breakfast, Gobunya?
Want
Yes.
some ramen.
Let's go downstairs.
All right, so yeah, the two of you will make your way downstairs.
Holding his hand.
Oh. All right, the 3 of you who didn't get any sleep, you guys. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
We're all right.
All right, so those of you who are without sleep, are you guys gonna have some breakfast before you?
Oh man, I don't want to travel today. I'm not feeling it.
I haven't even begun to look into the net situation in this town.
That's right.
You're the same. I just find the perfect label.
Right, so we've got extra business, but I think I should eat something
Yeah.
while it's hot.
Yep.
Indeed. So yeah, there's this wonderful. There's actually this very impressive breakfast ramen that's being served in the common room downstairs. It's it's not anything
How impressive.
elaborate or perfect like tamari's, but it does have some very interesting takes on the various flavors and uses these very
Is there a waffle ramen?
waffle.
Like waffle bowl with like ramen in it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
An egg on top with some ham. And
kind of sounds amazing.
yeah.
It does. Let's do that.
Yeah. Canon. It's there.
That's canon now.
Yeah.
There.
So yeah, it's this very interesting take on like the specialties of the 4 different cities that are surrounding Iffa,
All right.
and it's just sort of combined in this very interesting, unique breakfast ramen that you're able to consume.
All right.
See, Kyuko, the trip was worth the food alone.
Yeah.
All right, so we're eating.
Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, as you guys are
You still have your knife, right? Is it Kyoko? You still have your knife.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You still have your knife.
Yeah.
It's still. It is
God
currently
damn it.
up your sleeve where you usually keep it.
Okay.
And yeah, as you guys are sort of slurping the end of your ramen bowls, you hear a commotion coming from the market a couple of streets down. It seems to be more serious than just a normal sale or it sounds more like a black market stampede.
What?
Oh,
They're like screaming.
there's a run on Garfield fans. That's why we couldn't find any.
That's right.
All right. Yeah. Let's,
I want to check this
let's
out.
Let's go.
This is the sort of stampede you can only find on the black market.
God.
All right, so yeah, you guys hastily finish your breakfast
Yes.
and make your way out. And as soon as you get out into the street outside, you see people running away from the market in your direction.
Whoa! Whoa! Hey-oh!
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna kind of go to the
Do I
side.
see smoke or anything?
Yeah. Is there a fire?
You don't see smoke. You just hear the crashing of what sounds like carts being either collided with each other or smashed, and the shattering of various pieces of pottery or glass.
Oh no!
So I'm gonna run up along the side.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Against the tide.
Against the tide, just along the side to see if I can get to the center of the
Wow, you're
commotion.
brave.
Okay. The rest of you?
In the action.
I'm riding miso.
Oh.
You're riding miso.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, there's this one figure on top of a donkey in the middle of the street, just sort of going against the flood, very slowly but surely.
Yes.
He's good at it.
Yeah,
How messianic of you.
he's steady as a rock.
He's my rock.
Oh.
Could I sort of get to a high place to see what's going on?
Ooh, you're clever.
That's smart. Smarter than anything.
Yeah, you're feeling pretty spry. So
Okay. Yeah, that's
you can-
right. 10.
Yeah, you can definitely climb up on some barrels that are stacked outside the
great.
inn and just sort of take a look. And yeah, you see this. You see that there's some sort of commotion happening at the center of the market. There are like guards that are trying to get people out from the center of the area, and they all look pretty swamped. And there's just some sort of indistinct figure that you're not exactly able to make out what it is, but it's pretty large and it's just laying about.
Laying
What?
like still?
No, like laying about with frenzied appendages.
Oh. What? Appendages.
Like a seizure?
Sort of like a seizure.
Okay.
Yeah, sort of like
my.
yeah. You think you're not exactly sure what it is because it's this frenzy of limbs or appendages or something, but it kind of reminds you of like either like a giant spider or
An octopus, say?
or an octopus or yeah, like something that's
Not a Kitty-Goblin.
but not a
Not a
goblin.
Neko cat demon thing. Alright.
Okay. That's disturbing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah,
how big is it?
it's pretty big. Like it's probably about the size of miso.
Oh,
You have a
okay.
net. You
Yeah.
have nets on you, right?
Yeah.
Nets on nets on nets.
Let's do it. Let's
All right.
net this thing.
Hey!
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Can I say I brought my crossbow up with me?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You're gonna give it a whirl from
Maybe, yeah.
Blast away?
It's a bit far to get a decent shot on it, and there's just so many people in between. You might
Oh, yeah. I might
Yeah.
hit someone. Okay, yeah. So,
Schmuck.
indeed.
Okay.
So yeah, we have Cezanne moving on the side of the crowd towards
Yeah, I
the
have
towards
a
the disturbance.
spear.
All right. We have Tamari making her way just right through the middle.
Miso's got an old pot on his head, like a helmet.
Wow, that's picturesque.
Nice.
Aw.
And so Zesty, what are you up to?
I'm right behind the Cezanne.
Okay. And Kyuko, are you
I'll try
gonna
to find a better place.
someplace closer?
Yeah, closer.
Sounds
But
good.
I
Yeah,
still
there
wanna-
are like some stalls
get a
nearby
shot.
that you could probably climb on top of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do that.
And Hanako.
I am just gonna hang back with Nico.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
So yeah, Nico will he'll sort of be watching very interestedly as the people like run by, and he'll point out like various distinguishing features as they go by, like, oh, that one's wearing red. Oh, that one's got big hair. That one's bald.
So I'll get in on it and I'll start doing it too.
Okay.
Oh my god, you guys.
All right. So yeah,
Maybe
as
just watching ever.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
as the remaining four of you close in on this disturbance in the center of the market, and as you sort of weave your way into the ensuing confusion, sort of trying to get a closer look at whatever this thing is, you see that in the center of all this happening, there is this giant disembodied hand.
What?
That is just sort of thrashing around like it's having some sort of spasm, and anything that gets in its way is just getting crushed.
Ew. How is this?
So a hand the size of a donkey?
A hand the size of a donkey. And as it sort of turns towards you, you can see that it has this sort of baleful red-rimmed eye in the center of its palm.
Oh.
That's creepy.
Alright, well, I have a long spear. I think that thing needs to be like pinned to the ground somehow.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Right in its eye, yeah.
That may not do the trick.
No.
You're going to need a strong attack.
Okay, yeah. So I'm
Indeed.
gonna.
So let's hook you guys up into our combat rules.
Yay!
All right, so Hanako and Neko are far away from here. Let's see.
Wait, please so.
This is me.
No place for little kids.
Indeed. So let's see. Kyuko, you've got a crossbow, so you're staying in the back. So you're staying in your back area.
Oh, I see. We have a little.
Do we want to put it up in the
Okay.
center?
Oh, sure.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right,
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go now.
Oh, dear.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Who's who?
So Kyuko is green.
Okay.
Let's see. Cezanne is orange, and Zesty is blue.
Blue, got it.
So let's see. Orange should be in the close area of
Front area?
the front area. So in the smaller circle for
Sure.
companions.
Okay.
Let's see. We've already established that Kyuko is taking elevation, so
Right.
in the back area.
Yep.
All right, and let's see. Zesty, where are you?
Oh, I'm right behind Cezanne.
Okay, so you're going to be in the close area.
Okay.
Alrighty.
That's zesty.
And Tamari, how about you?
I don't know
Close
how
area
fast my
or far?
donkey is moving, so
We'll say that because you're just sort of fording through, you're able to
Yeah, I'm
have
sure
people
would
make
get
a
out of the
path
way.
for you.
Yeah.
So, let's see. What kind of weapon do you use?
I have a great axe, so I'll have to use
Whoa.
So it sounds like you're in the close area as well.
Okay.
And
Great
then
axe.
Plus, it'll
the
give me a chance to kick and bite.
indeed, and then the disembodied hand will also be in the enemy close area.
Okay.
There you go. So you guys might notice that it sort of looks similar to a sumo ring.
Yes. Okay.
Indeed. All right. So how this will proceed is that I will take initiative from everyone.
I am quick. I get a +1 bonus to initiative.
Indeed.
Ooh.
That should be calculated in your.
It says calculated.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
What does that mean?
It's
So
already
Sorry,
included.
factor.
to the bottom,
Okay.
underneath your fumble point should say whatever your initiative score is.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
So let's see. What does Zesty have for initiative?
15.
15-ish. Okay, so 15 for Zesty. Okay. Kyuko?
14.
14. Okay. Tamari?
13.
Wow, this is really easy.
It's really lining up there.
Yeah. And Cezanne?
14.
14. All right, so 14 is the same time as Kyuko. So
For the record, I have a 10, so I'm not feeling too bad about sitting this one out.
yeah, definitely.
Just people watch with the.
I'm waiting for chain lightning.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Seriously.
you thought I was joking.
I know I'm not.
No. You better bring it.
Is now a good time to pull out my shamisen and give everyone +1 with my music?
Perfect time.
Okay. Put it on. All right. Dun, dun, dun.
So, under combat rules.
Yay.
So first, we're going to.
Yeah.
We have the general description of the area that you guys are in. You guys are in a marketplace that is currently being destroyed by this disembodied hand. So you'll
Right.
notice that there are at the top and bottom, or on the left and right of the combat area, you'll notice that there are 5 boxes for objects.
Yes.
Those are obstacles, useful items. Just random scattering of whatever that's in the combat area for you guys to gain bonuses from. So
Really?
what we'll do is we'll go around the table and have one of you, we'll have you each decide on an object that might be in the area that could help you out.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna go with well, okay. So it says that specialized weapon for me is a polearm.
mhm.
So I'm gonna take one of the tent poles from maybe one of the upturned, market things, and just hold on to it because I have my long spear, but
your long spear counts as a polearm.
yeah,
Something different.
I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of.
I can think of something. You
What?
want to take a minute?
What?
Wind chimes.
Wind chimes. All right.
Wind chimes.
That's
Nobody expects the wind chimes.
Exactly. All right. Renae.
Maybe a box top for a shield.
Box top for okay.
Yeah.
Just sort of prop it up against.
Oh, that's sweet. That's gonna be nice.
All right.
Read out.
Are you still up high?
Tamari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
On my
noticing
eraser.
congregation of ends of banners that have all been tied together. If you cut them all at once, they'll create a nice tangle.
Nice.
Tangle of banners. Okay. And Cezanne.
I was so not creative initially, but I will say
But
what
you're
I'm
Cezanne.
noticing. Yeah,
Oh, it
exactly.
could be all kinds of things.
Actually, what I'm noticing is a big pot of bags of salt,
Oh yeah.
and so so I thought
Right in the eye?
Yeah.
Salt that wound.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like
So,
that.
yeah.
You too. That's the best yet.
And even though you're not there, Hanako.
Oh wow, I didn't know I had
Come on, get your head in the game.
I'm just in spectator mode. A giant umbrella.
Giant umbrella.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh my God. Crystal.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Did you want another tea thing?
No, that's fine. Thanks.
Oh no, I'm good, thank you.
All right. And then going back around once again because there are 10 objects.
Oh,
Ah.
Oh,
Oh Jesus.
Zesty.
dang it.
Thank you.
There's a pot of oil.
Very nice.
Ready for one of the dumplings?
nice.
Yes.
Oil
A dumpling stand. Pot.
Okay. Kyuko.
Oh, could you come back to me?
Sure.
Okay.
Tamari.
Oh, no, never mind.
Go for it. Go.
Go. Chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
Yeah, a whole bunch of
Ooh,
them.
nice.
Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Tamari.
Why not? A stall of children's toys which has a large container of rubber balls.
Rubber ball. Okay. Rubber ball toys. Okay. And say something.
And yeah, along with that oil, I'm noticing some big matchsticks.
Matchsticks. Okay.
Yeah.
Fireworks status.
And Hanako.
A pot of chili paste.
Pot of chili paste. Ooh.
That's better than the
Right
salt.
to the mucous membrane.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Okay, we've placed ourselves in the battlefield. So, player with the highest initiative acts first.
Yes.
So, what you can do, you may take one action during combat. You can move from one area to the next. You can cast magic. You can assess the situation, which basically just lets you roll initiative. But since we're not rolling initiative, that's fine.
Okay.
Defend, which means that you take less damage if you get attacked, or you can take a hit for someone else, or you can attack.
Attacking with my blade.
All right. So you'll notice that under your weapon, it'll have an accuracy roll.
Yes. Dex plus strength.
Okay.
Oh, 5.
Oh, +1, remember? For
yes.
your next roll after.
6.
6. Not quite there.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll. So your swing goes a little wide. What you? So what I forgot to mention is that every object you guys listed in the area, you can decide to use that creatively in whatever action you take to give yourself a +1 bonus to that roll. So what you can say is, you can leap from on top of a box that might be there to get a higher angle on your attack, which would give you a +1. The thing is that once you use an object, that object is gone. It is considered
Out of place.
expended. Yeah. So if you'd like to try again using one of the objects in the area to your advantage.
Yes. I would like to try that. I would use the wind chimes to try and entrap it.
Okay, so as sort of like the wind chimes being like a bunch of stringy
Yes.
sort of objects.
Yes.
To,
Well, we have fingers, and we have the wind chime coming,
uh-huh.
and that's pieces.
And so
I'm hoping
tangle
that
up
it
the
will-
fingers.
Yes.
Okay, so
It's gonna hurl some wind chime.
Brilliant.
you throw the wind chimes at it. Might distract a little bit with sound. Might
We
catch
just
up in the
don't
fingers
know.
a little bit, and you swing your blade again.
All right. Six.
Wow.
Even with the plus one.
Big.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's that.
Alrighty.
Give it a go. Give it a go.
You gave it your best.
I did.
All right. So moving on to Kyuko / Seisan.
All right. What do I roll for this? Like it's my accuracy on long
Dex
spear.
plus strength.
All right.
Indeed.
I'd like to just stab at it. I think.
All right. Would you like to use any objects in your area to give you a bonus?
Maybe fling some salt.
I guess
to blind
I
it
can
and
fling
then-
some salt into its eyes so that I can.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and then start stabby.
All right. So utilizing the bags of salt to stabby.
So would that be +2
It would
Along
be.
with the
along with the?
Oh, yes,
The
it would
musical
be-
bonus.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh.
Oh wait.
+2.
Yeah.
You would have got it a 7, which means you would have hit.
I hit.
Yay!
All
Okay,
right.
so let's
cool.
rewind shortly.
All right.
Okay.
So yes, the wind chimes catch up in the
Yeah.
disembodied
Yes.
hand's fingers,
Okay.
and it sort
And
of
it
catches
starts-
them up a little bit, and your
Brilliant.
sword,
Stabby.
your it goes cleanly through. So roll me your damage.
Oh. Strength +0.
Okay.
So what kind of weapon do you have?
6.
Whoa.
6.
Nice.
Whoa.
I have a rapier.
Oh,
Ooh.
how zesty of you.
It's very zesty.
Very zesty. That's all kinds of zest. All right, so 6 points of damage. Alrighty. Great.
And that's 1.
Really good, actually.
No, okay.
No, you guys are level 1. All right. So moving on, you connected with your spear, correct?
Yeah, I did.
So you can
oh wait, no, I threw the bag of salt.
you
Yes.
threw the bag of salt.
Okay, and then I wanted to do Dex plus.
That's right.
strength. Okay.
And so you'll have a
So you
I
have
have
+2.
yeah.
Plus 2.
so you're at +2 for this roll.
Oh my god, 6.
Okay.
Oh,
no?
that's
No.
Bad.
6 will not.
Do
Did any of
anything.
the salt land in the eyeball?
Some of the salt like catches along the rim of the eye and sort of irritates it a little bit, but that just sort of lets it move out of the way a little bit faster. It sort of
Yeah.
it reacts by
Counteracts.
flinching away
Yeah.
from the spear thrust,
Yeah.
and it just sort of
Ah.
the tip of the spear
What
just
about
jags on the
hand
cobblestones instead of in the
Right.
center of the eye as intended.
Why am I rolling?
All right, and Kyuko, you're next.
Okay, would I get a bonus for my own music? Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'd like to try to tie those chopsticks onto my. There you go! Perfect.
Yes?
Yeah, keep going.
Could I tie a few chopsticks to one of my arrows and then make it sort of like a scattered.
Oh yeah, like a split bolt.
Projectile.
Yeah!
Yeah.
And
Sounds good. That'll kind
Spray.
of convince the eye that there's more projectiles coming for it,
Yeah!
and distracting it from the one deadly one.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right. So yeah, you can make me your roll. You'll get a +2 to this.
Great. So I rolled 5.
So 7.
7, yeah.
That'll hit.
All right.
You can roll me your damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
6.
And then the damage on a crossbow is a.
Yeah, it's Dex +1.
Oh, cool.
So I've got a 6.
So you got a 6. Awesome. Wait. You rolled a 5, so you got 6.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you're not only does your bolt sort of like pierce it in like the fleshy area next to the eye, but also like the other parts just sort of the chopsticks sort of like poke it in various directions, causing it to squint and sort of flinch away. Next up, we have Tamari.
All right, so I'm gonna slice the banner strings.
Yes.
Okay.
So it'll fall down and hopefully entangle it. Some.
Right.
The other ends are still attached, so it's gonna be
Yeah.
Right.
tangled.
Just tethered. Okay.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna smack it with my axe.
Sounds good.
And I got an 8.
All right, you got an 8.
Yes.
Sounds good. That'll definitely hit, so you can roll me your damage.
I got a 1.
1 damage.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
It's mostly banners, so.
Yeah, it's mostly banner.
Yeah. So.
Boy.
It's more normal.
It wasn't very close yet. You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Excited.
So yeah, you managed to tether it to this post that all the banners are attached to on the other end, it's sort of like a glancing strike with your axe as you sort of back it away into the corner. And indeed, as it sort of flinches away, it just sort of seems to gather itself, and it springs at you. The hand
Like a spider.
comes for you this time.
Wait, does my donkey
What is the donkey doing? Yeah.
Oh, Miso.
So
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Let's see. Here, let's see. He is he's using natural weapons, which is.
He's gonna go for the double back kick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course. All right.
Badass.
So that'll be.
Literally, on multiple levels.
Yeah, seriously. All right. So roll. I would say that. Let's see. With the standard stat array of D6 or D8, 2 D6s, and a D4, what do you think Miso's statistics would be?
He's a little
Let's
shit
see,
kicker.
spirit, strength, dex, and intelligence.
Is he very agile?
Yeah, donkey.
I'd say he's probably stronger than agile, though.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
he's probably strength 8,
Yeah.
dex 6,
Uh-huh.
intelligence 4, spirit 6.
Sounds good. So roll me a
almost as power- he's-
roll me a D8 and a D6
Like,
together.
he's on.
Oh my god.
It's a strong player
Same
stays
stats
on.
as 6 on.
He's a good donkey. Does he also get a boost from the music?
Oh sure, but not from an object, just from the music.
Right,
He gets the
right.
plus 1.
Yeah, no.
You got a 6?
No.
He's in there. He's trying.
Yeah, he's definitely doing his darndest.
Yeah.
So kudos on him.
Doing his donkey darndest.
Just doing his All right. So indeed, the magic hand comes at you with an attack. So I need to borrow a D4 and a D6.
Oh no, we're gonna get.
What?
He's attacking back.
Indeed.
Imagine that.
No.
There better be a haiku about this battle.
But will regrettably not connect.
Oh,
So it's sort of just.
It's tangled.
Yeah, it it looks really excited as it's coming for you, but then like it reaches the end of the tether,
yoinks.
and like in in Ferris Bueller's Day Off with the Rottweiler coming at the principal, just stops right at the very end, and you see the eye just sort of bulging in its desperation
No, I didn't need that one.
like a little shiny egg yolk.
to retaliate against its.
Sorry,
Well,
Dad.
I'm gonna get you next time.
Yeah, and back up to Zesty.
Awful.
Zesty.
Go, Zesty, go!
Oh yes.
So Nico and I are playing the spotting game.
Yes.
So I just want to put that out there in case the Kitty-Goblin pirate shows up at any point.
Ah,
Just putting that out there.
indeed.
Saying
Uh-huh.
is all.
That
Not
sounds
saying
good.
sin.
Okay.
Cool. All right, so
I got it.
back to
Go,
Zesty.
Zesty.
Did it with the rapier.
Yeah.
All right, you still got
The
a.
oil.
But I've got the hot oil.
You still have a pot of hot oil, of
Kick that baby over.
boiling
You
oil.
know when you get oil in your eye? And
Never
you just
happened.
want-
Never happened. Even one time.
It's like it's all weird and you can't see right.
Yeah,
Shit. I got a 6.
you got a 6.
Oh, God.
Oh.
But
Bad.
the music bonus? Or
Music,
no?
No.
music expired after this.
No, it's 6 total. 6 total.
You're not going to throw the oil in it? No.
I did throw the oil in it. I rolled a 4.
Oh.
I rolled shitty.
What's up with that?
Not good on.
Yeah.
So what else is left?
So what we have left is we have the box top that someone can use as a shield.
yeah.
We have the rubber ball toys.
Yes.
We have the big matchsticks. We have the giant umbrella and the pot of chili paste.
Okay.
Ooh. Somebody should have said Legos.
That's right. More painful than caltrops.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was going to say a box of D4s.
Yeah.
Novelty Lego D4s?
Oh, God.
Worse.
Let's just make this as awful as possible.
Yeah. Ha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could I use the box top instead to sort of distract it? I'll throw the box top at it, so maybe it'll look at the box top and then I'll shoot it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's smart.
Let's see.
Loud noise.
Yeah.
It is somewhat disoriented from the hot oil.
Okay.
8.
8. All right. So yes, indeed, the clattering of the box top on the ground, rather than causing it to spring upon it in some sort of reflex action, causes it to flinch down to the paving stones themselves, giving you a perfect shot. So you can roll your damage.
All right. Yeah. 5 again.
5
Plus 1,
again.
So 6.
All right. Indeed. So yes,
Yay.
your bolt passes directly through the back of the hand as it sort of crouched down, and the crossbow bolt sort of shatters on the ground itself, and then the magic hand just sort of like dissipates into a sort of like wispy like kind of mist as it sort of like collapses into itself and then just evaporates.
Wow.
I'm vacillating between cringing with my eyes and cringing with my hands as we're talking about this. By the way, it's very like awkward.
However, through the mist that has now been revealed,
Yes.
on the other side of the market, you see your one-eyed Neko Goblin friend looking with chagrin at the destruction of his creature, and he turns on his heel and flees with the crowd. All right. Everyone make me strength plus dex rolls. And
I'm in on that.
Hanako,
Donkey then.
Yeah.
as you hear the resuming of the clattering of Miso's hooves on cobblestone, you see the one-eyed Neko Goblin running past the front of the inn, like his tail was proverbially on fire. And
Miso crit.
oh shit! And hot on his freaking heels is Miso and Tamari.
No.
So Nico's like, I spy a donkey.
Yep.
And I'm like, I spy an evil pirate Kitty-Goblin. All right, let me see how I do on that. An 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
One away from a crit.
That's amazing.
Sounds good.
12.
12.
Shit, I thought
4.
I did so good.
4.
Yeah.
Better.
So I'm still trying to climb up.
Well, you are high. You have to climb down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it takes you a little bit longer to go down than up.
Yeah.
As it becomes when you start getting older. It's really easy to go up and not so easy to go down when you start getting to the 60s.
Where are my feet? Okay.
9 for me.
9.
9 for you. Okay.
Good.
Yeah. So the rest of you are after the one-eyed Neko Goblin passes by the Meadow Inn with Miso basically clomping almost at his heels.
Awesome.
You see Hanako and Nico, the Neko Goblin, just dart out of the inn as well, and you all begin to give chase. So
All right.
yes, everyone make me one more strength plus dex roll. Jade, make it for you because you're already on his heels. So maybe you can cast a net or something,
What, another
No,
swing
whack
plus
it with
dex?
hand.
Yeah.
or you can whack it with Pam.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Snake eyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
You have a fall.
I did.
Yeah.
Probably right.
Yep.
For me.
11.
7, 6, 11. 11?
7.
7, 11. Okay, 9. And fun. Okay, so
I
unbeknownst
get a fumble point, right?
you get
Yes.
a fumble point. And unbeknownst to
And
the
my
rest
leg
of
is
you,
broken.
you basically use those before you make just about any sort of skill roll or attribute roll to get a +1 bonus to the roll itself.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I think you had not yet arrived when I'd explained that before. My apologies.
It's all good. I know that I did that for something. I didn't know what for though.
If you'd like to use the fumble point now to change your 7 to an 8,
Sure.
okay.
There you go.
Will that make a difference?
Maybe. Probably.
Maybe.
It changes a 7 to an 8. That's a significant increase in terms of rolling low numbered dice.
Yes, on a curve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So starting with Kyuko with your double ones, you do get a fumble point, so that's good. But you seem to pull something when you clack back down on the cobblestone streets, and like when you try to straighten, you only get up to about 75 degrees.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my bad.
Okay, here I've got a great person for shiatsu here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The rest of you guys just hot on the heels, and as you guys are watching on the back of Miso, Tamari just sort of like leans over with a pan,
Yes!
and just right in the back of the head.
Wow.
The Neko Goblin just goes tail over whiskers,
Yay!
and just lands in a pile. Just
In a kidney heap.
yeah,
Wow.
just legs splayed up.
No mercy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we all just like close in and it's like
Just a little cloud of dust.
down.
It's a horror.
And yes, there is a certain convergence.
Oh God, no.
Really dark.
Oh! Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's,
It does.
and we'll cut to like 15 seconds later when the rest of you are pulling Hanako off of this thing, and
much.
she's like been beating it with her new fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I wrote
cursing
another
at him.
poem.
Oh, shit.
This is in Waka form, which is 57577.
Alright.
Giant hand attack, people running to and fro, tangled banners fall. There goes the pirate Kitty-Goblin. He will not escape this time.
Yes!
Hey, you should get a point for that.
Yeah, double point.
Point.
You'll get extra XP for it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yay.
So yes, the one-eyed Neko Goblin is now just prone and unconscious in the street with vicious welts rising from its face in the shape of a long, thin, fan-like
Yeah, all these fan welts.
type of object. Some of
Yeah, I know.
some of his whiskers are bent,
Hell no.
and yeah,
Let's
he's
drag him back to the inn.
sounds
I'd
good.
say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scruff him. Yeah.
Exactly. So you guys
Rough him up.
you guys tie his forepaws and back paws together, and you put him on like a pole.
Little pole.
And
Yeah.
you carry him back like a
Big roast.
yeah, like a roast
trophy.
about to be put over the fire.
Yeah.
And you place him before Hassan, who indeed says, "This is the Neko Goblin that stole my ledger."
Yes.
And he looks like he's about to go Hanako on it.
He breaks out his fan.
Yeah, when he it's not a fan. He breaks out the registry for the for the inn.
Man.
And he
Oh,
he thinks.
We don't want it to forget where it stashed any of this stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
Smart.
your words stop him, and he sees the better part of what's happening here, and
Your back.
just sort of disappointedly slams the ledger down on the table there, and fishes a purse out of his pocket and asks, "So who do I pay?"
Hey.
All of us.
Yeah,
so?
also do a group effort.
Let's separate it out. Miso gets the yeah.
Kitty.
All right. Yeah, I think we'll separate it out.
Well, I think didn't we agree that Sesson is the leader, right?
Yes. we
So
do.
he'll toss the purse to Sesson.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll divvy it up.
It'll jingle satisfyingly as you catch it. And when the one-eyed Neko Goblin wakes up, he can be persuaded to tell everyone where his stash is.
Cool.
Yay.
So
So that's 140 coins each.
Right. So I'll hand
Indeed.
it all
Oh,
out.
okay. I think
Hanako is reunited with her
Yay! With my Garfield fan.
Garfield fan.
Oh, awesome.
A goodly number of townspeople who are looking slightly morose are reunited with their favorite things.
Oh, good.
And later on that night at the Meadow Inn, where there's this big celebration, you can see Hassan happily clutching his family registry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yay.
And so yes, we'll close out as
spare harness for that naughty Kitty Goblin.
Yeah. I
That's
do.
true,
Break it
yeah.
out.
as happy shamisen music is playing, and
Oh yeah. I will cast my Emina Nano spell, which fills an area with tiny flowers.
It's really cute.
That's wonderful.
And I will also cast my my cure spell on Kyoko,
Oh,
And for Miso, I'll cast a little beauty spell, which gives him a hairstyle and hair color and makeup applied to fit the desired image.
Yes!
So I'll make him look extra pretty.
It's a party.
batting eyelashes.
Oh man! So yeah, we get this lovely montage of everyone just sort of happily enjoying themselves, and you see Miso with his bright yellow,
Probably,
perfectly like coiffed hair. And we'll close out with the music playing and with Kyuko joining in on her shamisen as we see the little Koneko goblin Nico walk bashfully up to Hanako and ask her if she'd like to dance.
Cool.
Can anyone bring a picture of that on their phone?
Oh man.
Goblin-y kitty.
Oh, here there's a
Okay.
picture of him in here actually.
Yeah,
God.
we need that.
I need that.
Because I can picture it, but I just really want it.
Yeah.
All right, so the little one. So
Oh my
that's pretty much it.
God.
That's
Yeah.
how I have
That's
it.
adorable.
I like the fishbone.
I do.
sword.
Can you see that?
Nope.
No.
yeah,
can't see
so
that.
yeah, you can come in closer. So he's not equipped with a fishbone sword or anything, but he does have the little pot on his head, which every Nego goblin has, and that carries their treasured possessions.
That's so cute. Yay.
Cool.
So
Oh,
yeah, that's
thank
Ryuutama.
you so much. Yay.
Delightful. Perfection.
So fun. Oh man.